That looks like we're live here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And Doug, where are you guys? What's
Yo,
up, dude?
what up?
What's going on?
Pumped.
Not bad. I always have trouble with this shit.
No, you're good. I just came back from my dad's birthday, so
Happy birthday to him.
yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What do you what do
See,
you
you missed what's up?
what do you ever say to when um like someone tells you to like happy birthday to your like family member? Like what do you say? Like thank you, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, let me just run to your dad and just tell him happy birthday. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Central Jersey.
You're in Central Jersey. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, well, I'm in North Jersey, but my parents live in Central Jersey.
I'm in North Jersey as well.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
Or not Olive,
Okay, I'm in
like
Weehawken.
Flanders. Weehawken. Gotcha.
Mount Olive is that near Mawa?
Mawa's like very like all the way up top in Jersey. So like the town over is New York.
Yeah. What oh, Mount Olive. You're saying that about Mount Olive?
Yeah, Mawa,
Oh yeah. So where's Mount Olive? Like what towns are near there?
like Roxbury, Randolph, Morristown. Morristown's like the big one.
Okay, Morristown area. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Is that Bergen County?
Morris.
Morris County. What's up, dude?
What's up, Doug?
What's up, everyone? How we been enjoying this card?
It's been awesome. Been a very solid card so far. We gotta update Ben and also everybody else who's on here that what's been going on. It's been a pretty solid card so far.
Yeah, give me the spark notes.
Absolutely. I mean, pull up the results here.
Jamie Lynn
I was
Horth
texting you guys.
beat the
I
shit
wanted to
out of
shout out Jamie.
Shout out to all
Yeah,
my asthmatics
I
out
wanted
there.
to, yeah, yeah. I did want to shout out Jamie Lynn Horth. I thought she looks phenomenal. She looks like such a monster at 125 too.
Do you think she would have looked like that against another opponent, or like, do you think it was a factor that Demopoulos was her first fight at flyweight, and she's pretty small in general?
Yeah, she was pretty small. I know Horth had like maybe a 4 or 5 inch height advantage, and she just looked huge in there. So every time like Demopoulos would get hit, like she'd react. Like so, the punches really did a lot of damage.
I mean, she looked pretty good against Miranda Maverick, who is literally fighting Rose on
Yeah,
this card. Like
yeah,
I thought she took the first round, I think, or maybe it was the second round of that fight. So
yeah.
It's Canadian
Absolutely.
MMA. It's on the
Canadian
rise.
MMA
We all know it.
representing. Yep.
on the women's side for Canadian MMA, they're both Horth and Jazz Devicious. They both started out super late, which is crazy.
Yep.
Like Jasmine is in like her third or fourth year of uh, her pro career, I think, potentially.
Yeah, no, she hasn't started training in like her mid 20s, I think, 26
Yeah.
or something.
And you know who's similar to that is Impa Kasanganai.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like he started MMA in 2019.
No, very
MMA
new,
is
and
unique
he's
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. Obviously, he's had a lot of success in PFL, and people kind of just know him for what happened against Buckley. But he's a very good fighter.
Yeah, I interviewed him for Verdict, and he was like an amazing interview. I had a great time
Amazing person.
talking to him. I asked him for 30 minutes, and he gave me like an hour and a half. So
That's awesome.
really good guy.
That's awesome. I'm looking at the Instagram comments. We'll definitely get to the Paul Craig fight. We're kind of just recapping giving Ben here the spark notes. So
Yeah,
next
yeah.
fight, the Roe Lusa fight was pretty crazy. Lusa definitely was up 2 rounds going into the third, and then I think Lusa kind of just gassed out, and then Rowe finished him in the third. There's this weird moment where Lusa's mouthpiece came out, and it was well over a minute before the ref didn't even notice. Like it was like a
He
minute
didn't get it.
of yeah, he didn't get it. The ref never he never even noticed it. So
Yeah, the fight
Rowe
got
was just
stopped
like,
before he figured it out.
I was
yeah,
honest.
fight got stopped.
I was honestly really surprised when I saw that result on ESPN. Not
Hmm.
because I thought Rowe was worse than Lusa. I definitely thought he was going to win, but Lusa had this moniker of being like unfinishable. So,
Yeah,
Well,
so
here's
how
the
that?
thing. He's
I think he
almost
definitely
had the
fatigued.
same thing happen before. He didn't learn his lesson against Reese McKee.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
It was a relatively similar fight. I'd say Rowe had more success in the second round than McKee had. But late in that fight, McKee had him on the ropes too, and it didn't even look like anything serious landed. It was clearly a gas
Hmm.
tank issue, and I think that was the same thing here. It
Right.
was just
Yeah, definitely a gas tank issue.
didn't have it left. And
I
Rowe
don't
did
think.
have a lot of success in the second round. I kind of hinted towards it there. But
Yeah.
Losa, the narrative is that he was up 2-0, but really Rowe blew the second round by almost getting finished. I
He
thought that
did. Yeah, he got dropped in the
was a
second.
really good fight. Rowe, it looked
Yeah.
like, was starting to take over in the second round and was building momentum to make it 1-1, and then Losa turned the tables again, dropped him, and obviously Rowe came out, got taken down in the third round, worked his way up, and
Yep.
worked his way to getting the finish. Honestly,
Yeah.
great fight. My
I
favorite
don't
Was
know
it?
if you guys saw the
fight of the night
memes.
so far.
I don't know if you guys saw the memes of like when your card declines at the dentist, and it's just like because Roe literally had Luce's face, just he was holding onto it and then just going
Yeah,
bam,
that
bam,
was.
bam.
Oh,
When
okay.
you're,
So
yeah, it was like that. It was crazy.
it wasn't like a power punch. It was like multiple punches.
Nope, multiple
Okay.
No, it was
punches. Yeah,
definitely.
so
He
it was a barrage.
Losa took some damage.
So
Keep in mind, he did not have a mouthpiece in.
do you guys think that? Oh, that's brutal. Do you guys think that Lusa is UFC caliber? Because like, do you think he's just one of those guys
Yes.
who loses a lot in the UFC, or because he looked pretty bad against Brian Battle too before that guy?
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, we have to keep in mind he's had a relatively high level of competition
Mm-hmm.
throughout
Yep.
too. Like,
I'm looking at
I don't.
his last
I don't think
fights.
he's high level. I
So
don't think he's going to push to be ranked. But like you said,
No.
he's durable. He can wrestle solidly. Went 3 rounds. Gabriel Bonfim is very good. Battle's gonna. He's a push and ranked guy. Both those guys are push and ranked. Rowe
Yep.
is his worst loss so far. Tonight was definitely a career
Yeah.
worst performance. But like even on Contender Series, had his moments against Jack Della Maddalena. I don't think he's a
Yeah.
bad fighter by any means. I would say he's absolutely UFC level. I wouldn't
yeah,
say he's pushing ranked or anything, but
Hmm.
I think there's a good chunk of 170 pounders on the roster that he has a path to victory against. And I
Right.
mean, he damn near could have came out with a finish tonight in the second round if that played out
Yeah.
a little differently.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
2-3 in the UFC.
I take
And
that
those
back.
losses are all potentially ranked guys in
Right.
now or
Rowe,
future. I don't know
Bonfim,
if
and
Battle's on the edge because I don't know, that Randy Brown fight was close. Randy Brown is another guy on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Bonfim, he had his collapse against Dalby, but I think that was just a lack of experience thing. He's still on his
Right.
way
yeah,
up.
Yeah, I
the
think it's a.
battle fight was a no contest, and his other loss was Munir
I mean, he
Lazez.
was getting his ass beat by Battle.
I think it's
Yeah,
a.
if you could chalk that up to another
Yeah,
loss, it wasn't, but
I think it's a feather in your cap in and of itself not to get finished by Bonfim, even though he lost. Like all of Bonfim's other wins are by finish. So, and also like,
Yep.
do you guys know about how Munir Lazez got into the UFC? It's kind of interesting.
I
I don't
don't.
think so.
So Dana's son saw him in like a UAE Warriors card or something, and
Okay.
hit his dad up and was like, "Dad, you got to sign this guy. He's really good."
Wow.
And so he did.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
It's like one of those.
Yeah,
It's like,
definitely.
yeah, I don't know if you guys are football guys, but it's like the Jets. Uh, the Jets owner, his son was like, "You got to trade for this guy." You
Hmm.
know. I don't know if you saw
Who
that.
was it?
It wasn't to trade for them, but the Jets were gonna get what's his name, Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Uh, he ended up going to the Browns instead, but the Sun was like, his Madden rating sucks, don't get him, and then he didn't get him.
I think
And
something similar happened with the Giants too. Like Joe Schuen's son wanted him to draft a certain quarterback. I don't remember. It was
Jaden
I don't know
Daniels.
if Jaden Daniels. Exactly.
I
Yeah, it was Jaden
remember that.
Daniels.
We
Yep.
got C versus Menafield underway here. This was
Yep.
interesting. I was kind of surprised to see C this size of a favorite. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you think of Menafield as a tough test. He was a pick 'em against a guy like Jimmy Crute, a veteran, favored in his
Hmm.
last fight against Julius Walker. Like, this guy, it's not just a stepping stone. Then, I mean, you look, his performance is kind of, if he doesn't have the big moments, he looks pretty bad minute to minute. He's now
Right.
37, taking more and more damage. So yeah, I ended up comfortably passing on the Menafield underdog price, but I do think it's an interesting spot for a guy like C. They've given him
Yeah.
an interesting kind of step up in competition, if you will.
yeah, definitely a step up, but I don't think highly of Menafield in general, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when he fought that guy who with the fake record, the Russian guy, but
I do.
Askar Moskarov.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is something.
Mazarov, yeah. I thought Mazarov
Oh,
was tagging him before he took him down, and that's like a guy who's
Right.
not
That's
even
pretty
caliber.
not a good look.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
honestly
definitely not a
didn't
good
even
look.
bother watching that fight again in tape. I just I look at it and every time I'm just like, I don't care what he did to this. I
yeah.
don't know.
It was a pretty
Yeah,
funny
that's
fight.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he
Maybe
just
I should care because obviously I don't remember it correctly. Exposing
Hmm.
myself for being lazy in my research there.
I feel like
So what
I mean
happened with
Umar C is a big guy, but like I feel like I could see him at middleweight, honestly.
I kind of agree. C
Uh,
is
I don't know.
six
I mean,
four.
Menafield's a pretty thick guy. I think that's a. And
Yeah, that's
you're talking about a 20-pound more cut there
It is a
too.
big cut.
Like the jump
yeah.
between light heavyweight and middleweight's big.
Yeah, it would
He's
be a
just
big cut for him, but
he, he just
he's
seems a
pretty
little
built.
Oh,
he just seems a little petite for the weight class.
he's got a chin on him though. I tell you, because Menafield's touched
Yeah.
him with that right hand a few times, and he hasn't really even flinched at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like
I
to see
like
him
C a
go to his
lot.
ground game.
Very well rounded guy. I would love to see him grapple too. So, a question about the last fight. I have Bellato Craig over 1.5 in a parlay. Does that void because it's a no contest?
Probably going to push, yes.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
I
I
have
will think
like
the
just a bunch of
funniest
like
one of those.
random bets.
I never want to guarantee that though, because I remember I tweeted saying something about it a while ago, but it was Dern versus Hill. I had that over 2.5 in a parlay
Hmm.
when it got pushed from 1 week to the next week's main event, and they didn't void it, even though the fight got moved a full week and
Really?
changed from 3 to 5 rounds. They left it open.
You
Yeah, no,
lost?
I was shocked. It won. That fight went all
It
five.
won.
Dern beat the shit out of Hill for all five.
Oh,
But I had
okay.
over two and a
I know what you
half
mean.
parlayed with something, and
Oh,
it moved to the next week.
I was gonna say, okay, that makes sense.
Do you guys
I
ever
thought that one.
Surprised they wouldn't just void it.
That's what I thought as well. That
do you
was
guys
weird. That was a very delayed reaction to the eye poke.
Yeah.
do you guys ever
I
do you
thought the
Not
guys
from
round
ever,
ended.
Menafield, from the ref.
do you guys ever
What was
think
He
that?
about
like
that?
walked away and told the ref about it.
Do you guys ever think about that one parlay that you were one leg away from hitting?
Dude, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd be
Not
a
really.
trillionaire.
Oh my god.
I honestly couldn't
One leg
name
short.
one. Like I've had a few good ones that hit, but I I don't even look at my lotto parlays after I place them because if anything, I place like one a card. I'm not a big lotto parlay guy. I like my straights.
I
Uh,
love them.
and usually I just forget about them. And like if I've
Yeah,
had like a couple times where $100 will show up in my account, I'll be like, "What the fuck did I do?" Like
that's
I
funny.
say a couple times, it happened once, but
I,
it
I
did
just
happen once.
I just always think about that one parlay that I made where I would have made $2,000 if Jack Jenkins had lost by submission versus KO,
Oh
and
my god,
it
against
was
Chepe.
against Chepe, and it was like technically a
And it
verbal.
was
Oh man,
technically a
It was,
submission.
it was
It was a
verbal.
yeah.
verbal sub.
It was a verbal submission, but they
Oh,
made it a
that's
KO.
brutal.
Yeah, they initially gave me my money, and then they reversed it in the app before I could cash out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's brutal. I wasn't really watching this
well,
round, so I couldn't tell you
as
who
much
won,
as I
but
say I
looks
comfortably
like
passed the
Metafield.
Menafield,
Oh,
I'd give him that round.
yeah.
He
Aaron Bronsters gave it to Metafield as
has big
well, so
moments.
I'll give it to Metafield. Ben, did I let you know how I did for the last pay-per-view betting wise?
How'd you do?
I lost every single bet,
Every bet.
every single one.
Wow.
The old reverse sweep.
Yeah, the
It'd be
reverse sweep.
it'd be that
So
way
I put
sometimes.
out a poll. I put out a poll in my broadcast channel today. I was like, do I even bother placing bets? I got a couple votes for yes, so that made me feel really good. So just thank you for everyone in the broadcast channel that voted. I think Doug, you were one of them. I really appreciate that. I was literally going to debate like retiring.
I've had reverse sweeps in my days. I think losing
Yeah,
long
losing
enough
sucks.
is like
That's
99% of getting good at betting. As long as you
I
know
mean
what
that's
you
what I've
keep
done all
losing on.
year. Yeah, that's what I've done all year though. Like it's been such a bad year for me UFC betting wise.
I
And like
I
I
thought
was this could have been the card that could have gotten me over the hill like back into the green. But just yeah, the reverse sweep just killed me.
I really thought O'Malley was gonna win. I don't know why.
I
I
did
just
too. I did
did.
too. I thought he would make the adjustments because he the body shots in the first fight were doing so well, and
I bet
his
him at
injury
plus
excuse was kind of
230,
valid.
but
I bet
Wait,
man,
on him
so
too. I
I
bet
thought
his
he'd look
point
better
spread
than he
too.
did for sure.
wait, so did you bet Ribeiro over Azamat last week?
Who, me?
No,
No. Chase.
I I didn't have a bet for that fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might have had like Mirzakhanov in a parlay, but
Hmm.
obviously the parlay lost. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, like a complete reverse sweep last week.
Wow.
All my bets lost. Yeah, it was rough. I kind of just have some like fun bets, like for myself, nothing official that I posted. Um, I'm really excited about the Barcelos by sub. I put a $10 on him to win by sub. I
I
really
saw a
like that
lot of
prop.
people on that.
Yeah, Barcelos has been wrestling a lot, and I mean, Figgy was able to take Garbrandt down pretty easily and sub him. So
Yeah, I
Barcelos is a
disagree with
legit black
that.
belt.
Actually, it took
Is
Figgy a
this deep?
couple times to get in.
Is this deep
I'd
right
I
have to
now?
think
look at the
people are
stats, but
overestimating.
Oh, that's no. Wait, what
He
time are
does
you?
know his hands.
What time
Are
is
you
left?
in the Discord?
Oh no, I'm not.
yeah,
In the
join
same
that because
Discord that I've been
3:30.
putting the last ones in. Were you there
Yeah, just go to that
the
channel.
last few times?
No, I wasn't there last week.
The last pay-per-view, he was there.
No,
I was there the one before that. I
see
think.
if you're
Mhm.
in the see if you're in the Discord called 314
3:15
Watch
live stream,
Party.
I think. 3:14. Oh yeah, you're early. Metafield's got a guillotine in.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really in though. So he's off to the side. Yeah.
now it's out.
I got it. Yeah.
Oh, one of
There we
my
go.
dogs just ripped ass. Come on, guys. It's
Oh my
crazy.
God. Are we surprised that C was a pretty big favorite against Middlefield here?
I was just
No,
talking about how I was kind of surprised about the size of it.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty big favorite here. And Menifield's kind
I
of
think
he's definitely holding his own, having his moments. He won the first round.
I think this was one of those cards where the amount of big favorites on the card affected the price of all of them because there was just so much parlay
Yeah,
action that came in because there was no a lot of bettors didn't want the straight value.
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big favorites, and people will kind of lean towards the parlays. That's what kills you.
So far, it has been a favorite heavy night, aside from Phil Rowe, who I believe was the smallest underdog on the card.
I believe so.
what happened in the Moutinho fight, by the way?
You should definitely
Oh,
look at the highlight.
Just
Wellmaker,
starched him.
nice.
Herrera hook,
Wellmaker did
flatlined
some
him.
nice body work, dropped his, lowered his hands, and then like another beautiful step and hook, pretty similar to the Simon KO. Actually, I mean, he was going forward this time, not backward, but it was another big hook.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
it
Do
was
you
nasty.
do you think he's going to get another shot in the UFC, or you think
Yeah,
that's it?
I think for
He
taking
should.
this fight, absolutely.
Yeah, because he
It's
got
like a Reese McKee did the same thing where he was 0 and whatever in the UFC, left, came back, lost one, and then fought again. I think just because he took this on short notice and people
yeah
did say no to Wellmaker, I think they'll give him one more if
Yeah,
he wants it.
he got done
So that's my
dirty.
dog right now.
He got done
he
dirty
has.
on the Ultimate Fighter. Like he was supposed to be on that tough season, the
Look at
135
this
season,
boy.
and they told him to leave because of McGregor. Because McGregor
Yeah,
was I want my
Oh yeah, I
fight.
remember that.
he did.
McGregor
He's
wanted
definitely
that
been screwed over by the UFC.
Lee Hammond and Brad Katona there.
Hmm. And also, if you look at Moutinho's UFC career, two of his fights, I think, was the O'Malley fight on short notice?
Yeah,
Yes,
It
because
might
he
not have been.
replaced. No, it was because he
Hey,
was replacing someone.
it was either Munoz. I think it was Munoz. But besides the point, two of his three fights in the UFC were on short notice.
and he was on a heater on the regional scene before this. He
Yep,
was on a
5-0.
5 finish streak.
Yep,
Not
5-0, five finishes.
yeah.
I think he deserves another fight at least. So he's 0-3 in the UFC now. His other loss was to Guido Canetti.
Oh, I
That
forgot
was
about
by finish.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a bad look.
yeah,
Guido,
bad luck.
Guido.
41-year-old Guido Canetti.
Yeah, he sucks too.
Yeah.
It
Although
was
he
Luis
was on the Ultimate
Smolka
Fighter.
that pulled out against O'Malley.
Oh yeah.
Luis
Sorry to
Smolka.
interject.
No. Smoker used
That's
to be
I
a
okay.
do
125
briefly remember that
too.
one being booked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Round 3.
I'd say it's 1-1 here. The classic third round decides it.
Yes.
I'm playing UFC 5 while we're watching.
This is
If
an
I had that game, I would
unforeseen
play it.
level casual from Benjamin going on.
What's up?
I guess that's why he beats me when we play.
Dude,
Do you have UFC 4?
this is all I do, honestly. Play UFC 5.
Running into
Do you have
Ben
4?
in online and having him drop me in taunt was one of the wildest experiences. Like
It's
Oh,
just randomly playing ranked, seeing Zelt statty and going like, "There's no fucking way, right?"
no, like
oh
I
my
didn't
God.
both times I've played you online, like I didn't realize it was you both times. And like this game is so fucking toxic, so I'm toxic back at it, like I'll be doing the
Yeah.
taunt shit. But like if I knew it was you, I wouldn't have been an asshole.
Yeah, I do the same thing though. The game like it gets kind of boring to me if I'm not doing like a good old Nate Diaz taunt
No,
every
100%.
time I
You
drop
have to.
someone.
And like people will get so mad, I've
It's
had so
never
many.
a disrespect thing. It's just
No,
about me. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I just want to do something cool for me.
exactly. Like I'm just fucking playing a video game, and then people message me on PlayStation Network, and they just
Oh
are
my
so
god.
upset all the time. They're such assholes on here.
I had someone go to my Instagram once because I have it as Doug Las Vegas as my PlayStation name. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what I'm
They
always
Oh
started
my
sending me
god.
my own losing bets. It's hard to argue with that too because I have no information on this person. They're just
That's
like
so funny.
bombarding me with my own public failure.
That's too funny.
I didn't know Cyril Gahn was fighting on this card.
Yeah, I've heard people making comparisons of Umar Sy and Cyril Gane a lot.
Just like the
The stance
style
is
is
very
so similar.
different, but
The
I
stances
see the
It's the casual calf kicks, you know.
and like his head movement too. It just looks like Cyril Gahn.
yeah. This one has probably been the weakest fight on the card by far. I'd say.
Are you sure? What about Kiesa
Uh,
McGee?
Actually, yeah. Now that you say that, I kind of
That
zoned out during that one
I
though.
zoned
I
out.
just started making jokes in my group chat with my friends about it being an unk off.
Snooze fest.
Golf. Yeah, total snooze
It was
fest.
bad. You
It
know
was
what
bad.
it kind of reminded me of, except this was a bit more exciting because of the cinematography. You ever seen that Family Guy episode where the two World War II veterans get into a fist fight and they're like
Yeah,
super old and it's crazy slow? Yeah. It was
that's
like
brutal.
that
I mean,
without
what'd
the
you
tension.
expect? What'd you expect
Nothing,
booking
but
two old dudes together? That's how all
see,
these fights
here's
go.
the
Every
thing
time the
though.
UFC does this.
Here's the thing. They could have given us a boring Kies fight and a boring Court McGee fight, but instead they just gave us one boring fight. And that's the part that I
Yeah,
appreciate. Could have put it in the
that's a
Apex
fair
though.
point. They could have put it in the Apex.
Yeah, a lot of people were confused about the matchmaking on the Kiesa McGee fight because, like, some people would rather just see both of them like lose and eventually make their way out of the UFC. But I get it, you know,
Yeah,
like especially for Kiesa. Like, I personally would love to see Kiesa and Colby Covington, you know, because I just feel like Covington's not going to accept fights against like actually like good in their prime fighters, and I
right.
think it's just the type of fight he would accept, and he would potentially lose. You know?
Definitely.
I think they should give Holland that fight because I think Holland smokes Covington and that would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
No, I would agree. Like I think so
I
too.
like Kyle and Covington.
I don't
I
hate the Chiesa matchup either though.
I just feel like a
That's
lot
I
of
that's
just
another option.
I just feel
I
like a
don't
lot
know.
of
I
these,
feel like that's giving Colby exactly what he wants.
right. A lot of these Colby callouts are fights that he wouldn't take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, FA, let's just book Michael Morales against Covington. I would
Did
enjoy that.
Wonderboy just get? Oh yeah, Wonderboy got booked against Bonfim, didn't he? Or did I?
That's
Yeah,
Am I
that's
making
brutal.
that up?
That's brutal matchmaking.
I was gonna say people need to stop calling it Wonderboy because it's getting embarrassing. Because like Colby called him out. I forget. Oh, I
Colby
just
has
had
no
them on
right
my
to call
mind.
people
I got
out.
distracted by this. Anyways, wow, that fight was
a
It's
meh.
fight.
loser.
That was the fight of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, 29-28 C, maybe 29-28
Go
Menafield.
Minifield. I'll go Minifield just because I
Menafield
feel
might
like
have
going
stolen it
against
with
you.
that right hand at the end alone, honestly.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm
I
already.
wasn't really in scoring mode. I'm also very tired, hence my coffee. I'm gonna just lock in for the Cody G fight because I need my boy.
Let's go,
Uh,
Cody.
Cody's my like OG favorite fighter.
I just fucking
So
hate what he's
I
doing with his face these days. Like, what is that
Oh, this
tattoo?
tattoo.
The tattoos like terrible.
He looks like a
But
pirate now, you know?
yeah.
It is a little early for his midlife crisis.
Like he used to be like a good looking dude. Now he looks like fucking my Uber driver.
All right, scorecards incoming, boys.
It looks like a Blink 182 roadie. All right, scorecards are coming in. Benefield just looks depressed. He looks very sad.
That's just his resting bitch face, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
All three, 29, 28. Alonzo Menafield, the huge underdog,
Wow.
gets the job done.
Unanimous decision. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
First loss for C.
Hey, he stole that with the big right hand late, I'd say.
Yep. That's another UFC prospect getting their first loss. That's the theme of the year, it looks like.
Oh, that's true.
Not giving him an interview.
Is the stream
Oof.
buffering? Is the stream buffering for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
My
it is.
Wi-Fi
I
did go out
apologize.
earlier today, so I'm worst case scenario, like this stream just crashes. That's like my nightmare scenario. So I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah.
I did find another streaming site that is just phenomenal, Doug, if you need it.
I could use it. This one's been pretty good.
mytvapp.to. Yeah, your sites have been pretty good.
All right. I have a
My
parlay.
TV app.
I have a
They
parlay.
stole a main one from me, allegedly.
I have a
Go ahead. What's
parlay
your
on
parlay, Ben?
Partner.
Petrosky, Garbrandt, Rose, all money line, and then Usman, Buckley to go the distance.
Love it.
See, I'm
So
worried.
keep that
I
thing in the
like
bottom right.
Petrosky and Garbrandt individually.
Yeah.
There's just a ridiculous amount. Oh, that might have done it. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
There
Good
we go.
shout.
This fight should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Or this card.
Sorry, I'm trying to put in results and do the link at the same time.
You guys think Fiziev is coming back too early? Just because they're fighting in his home country, right? Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because he's from Kyrgyzstan, I believe. But
I feel
close.
like he just
Yeah.
wanted a quick turnaround no matter what. Like, he probably took a good chunk of damage against. Well, he did take a good chunk
Yeah.
of damage against Buckley, of course. Or fucking Gaethje, sorry. I don't know. I don't know if it's too quick. I feel like that's just up to him to decide.
Yeah.
That one was also short notice, so it's not like he had to deal with the toll of a full camp or anything.
Yeah. He also
Right.
used to be a Muay Thai fighter, and Muay Thai fighters fight so often.
Yeah.
So,
I do.
That's a good point.
But
What are your thoughts on him talking about moving down to 45?
I mean, fuck, he's already so cut. I don't even know how he would do that.
Yeah, he's a big 55er, so I'm not sure how that would work, but would be interesting if he could make the
Matchups are
weight
better for him there.
at 45. Yeah.
He's short, but he's beefy. He's like Michael Chandler, but like a little bit less beefy.
Yeah.
Can you guys believe Gaethje's attitude right now about a title
Yeah,
shot?
that kind of pisses me off.
Like,
I think you saw my comment on Verdict's post about it.
Yeah, I saw it recently.
Yeah.
Like today. I saw you and Liam were the top comments. That's dope.
Yeah, me and Liam, no ball. Liam is a certified ball knower.
He's a ball knower.
But yeah, no, I don't get this. He's repeated that the Holloway fight was an exhibition fight. He said they had to beg him to accept it. Like that's
I don't
some
know if
kind
I
of
buy that.
brag.
Like, come on.
I don't get how that's a brag. Like the UFC begged me to
Yeah.
accept a fight and I lost. Give me a title shot. Doesn't really add up to me.
Right.
Great. beat Fiziev. Who did
He
he
beat the 11th ranked
before
guy,
that?
and he beat um, the Hooker fight got canceled.
And I understand that he gets into car crashes every single time. It's an amazing fight every single time, but like he fights 1 to 2 times a year. I don't want my future champion to be
Yeah,
fighting that infrequently.
yeah, he lost to Holloway, and then he beat Fiziev, and that's it. He hasn't fought since March of this year. One fight in
Yeah.
24, two fights in
I felt
23,
like
one fight in
I
22.
convinced myself that I had to be forgetting a fight because it was so ridiculous to
Oh
call for a
yeah,
title shot off just Fiziev. But
yeah,
no, that's what's happening.
And I
yep.
honestly find Trevor Whitman to be such an overrated coach.
I mean, he had his run certainly with Gaethje, Usman, and Rose, but now it looks like all three of them are kind of on their way out.
Like
Every year,
everything he's done with Rose
I feel like
automatically.
that's just retrospect, though.
No,
that's
like
Sorry,
Pat Barry. I blame
yeah.
Pat Barry for Rose. I blame Pat Barry.
everything he's done with Rose to me automatically gets canceled out by his coaching in that Carla fight. Like,
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
that was the worst
it was
coaching
brutal.
attempt in my life.
Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, I
I
think
think he's a
Gaethje
good
should just
boxing
either.
coach. I don't know if he's like the MMA wizard that a lot of people made him out to
Mhm.
be, but I feel like if you pair him with a fighter like Gaethje or Kamaru, who has that D1 wrestling background, even Rose had a good wrestling
Yeah,
background.
and teach them
That's
the
when
striking.
he can bring the best out of those fighters. Like he kind of reined
Yeah,
in the physical ability of Gaethje, and
Gabe,
I don't think Gaethje necessarily ever had the physical making of a typical world champion, like an Islam or a Charles is always going to be physically more. I don't know if Charles works in there, but physically more skilled, just from an explosiveness and athletic standpoint. He just has his power, and then
yeah,
Whitman helped rein in some of that technique, helped him work more behind his jab. Same thing with Kamaru. Kamaru had very wild, flaily stand up, but obviously a built athletic guy helped him rein that in. He started knocking guys out when he
right?
was working with him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, don't
you
get me
can
wrong.
certainly credit Whitman with that.
Don't get me wrong. Like Usman's stand up is like leagues better after joining with Whitman, but like ultimately, I think there's a difference between being a good boxing coach and then being a good like ringside like head coach. Like like in other sports, like in the NFL or something, you see plenty of guys who are like really good offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators, but then they have the head coaching job and they suck at it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like Whitman would be a great just boxing coach, right?
Yeah, he's a
Like,
good specialty style coach. You definitely can't ignore what he did with Usman striking. As Doug said, it's gotten exponentially better. And there's kind of shift that Gaethje had regarding his fight IQ, fight style.
mhm.
Certainly done wonders for him.
I actually feel like that's like when it comes to Gaethje, I think that's like overrated. Like I feel like
You
he hasn't.
think?
I just feel like he hasn't been that much smarter. Like maybe a little bit, you know what I mean? But like,
A little bit. He was
I
like that
can
in the physique
agree
fight
with that, but I think he's also been working with Whitman for a very long time. I don't
many
think it
years.
like a lot of people just found out about Whitman around the Tony fight and are like, "Oh, look, he has this coach and he's fighting. He had this one smart fight." And in actuality, he'd been working with Whitman the whole time.
right?
I just think he naturally is a wild guy, and to have any sort of technique at all behind him
Exactly. Like people say
comes
that
from
he
Whitman.
fought.
And Whitman is going to let his fighters be his fighters.
People say that he
Yeah.
fought the Chandler
Sorry, you
fight
cut out
like
there
really
for me
smart.
for a sec.
Oh, people say that he fought
Yeah,
Chandler like really smart. But
Yeah.
like, was he fighting him smart, or did he just happen to be fighting the one guy in the division who's like actually even dumber than Gaethje? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He almost got
Mhm.
finished in the first too. So
Yeah, not the biggest Justin Gaethje fan as far as like how good I think he is goes. Obviously, he's incredibly entertaining, but
yeah, that's kind of all he is.
I just feel like I hate these but like But like, it frustrates me when people hype up like the wrestling of a fighter who has like wrestling credentials, but like has never shown anything like wrestling
Right.
within the octagon. Like I don't know. Like you got to show me first. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Gaethje has looked terrible every time the fight has gone to the ground against any of his opponents.
Absolutely.
See,
Like
I think that
He
goes
got to do the
for
right thing.
anything that translates over to MMA, because I think I've told you guys before, my favorite thing to hear about a fighter is that they're a kickboxing world champion. In fact, I
Hmm.
joked to you guys that I wrote on my own resume that I am a kickboxing world champion, and I've never been checked on it, because evidently
Yeah.
no one checks. I forget which fighter it was, but they were fighting like it was some random prelim matchup, and they were just getting pieced up by some losing veteran. And on commentary, he goes, "Well, it's time for him to pull out that world champion kickboxing experience." And I just threw my hands up. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me! There is no fucking way this guy
Right.
was a world champion kickboxer."
It's like when that Noah Lyles clip where he's like world champion of what? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think they should just do the right thing, fight Hooker or fight Pimblett and just get one more win, and then if you win that, then yeah, give him a title shot.
If he fights Pimblett, Sarukian, or
I don't
Hooker,
see him
even
winning that.
I
Hooker's
don't
looked a lot
either.
better.
But if he does, you give him a title shot. Then I can't argue with it.
Right.
Dude, I want to see Patty
Right
versus
now,
Ilya right.
undeniable.
I want to see that right now.
I would love that.
I'd love to see Ilya send
Right.
Patty's head into the third row.
Oh my God.
I wish that was his first fight in the UFC. Like, I don't even care if it's not for the title.
Unsanitize the boy. We got Abdul Malik and Brundage kicking off here.
Let's see if Abdul Malik can pass the infamous Brundage test.
Yep.
He
This is
almost
another undefeated prospect. So I'm
he
kind of
almost missed
scared.
it. Abdul Malik had to weigh in like 3 times before he made weight.
Yeah, no,
Good
I
for
was watching yesterday. He weighed in late, like super late in the window at 187, and then
oh man.
came back out. They did the 10, and he made 186.
He needed the box.
The box always kills me because it's just so funny to me that they actually had to invent a piece of equipment because DC couldn't make weight for his title fight.
And
Yeah.
then cheated. Yeah. I love how he just admits that he cheated too.
That's so funny.
Charlie, it's okay, big guy.
That's the difference between DC and John Jones.
And the best moment was the Gaethje Holloway Tailgate.
That was so funny.
Do you guys remember when George St. Pierre got accused for greasing against BJ Penn?
Yep.
GSP got accused of a lot of stuff in Quebec.
Yeah, he did.
Nick Diaz said the Quebec commish told him he didn't have to actually make weight.
Wow. I am not the best
Kind of
with
crazy.
hands. I love George.
Yeah, it's Nick. I say the source is Nick Diaz for the reason of take it with a grain of salt. Who knows if he imagined that or whatever.
I need to see like a crazy knockout or something because I'm falling asleep. His last couple of fights have been pretty brutal.
I mean, we're watching Cody Brundage. You can say whatever you want
Yeah.
about Cody Brundage. I will never hate on him, sincerely, because he's entertaining as fuck. Like,
Did he make a
game
trip to
one,
Turkey?
Cody Brundage. Like,
All his
I
fights
think he did. All
I
his
think he
fights are
went to
what?
Turkey.
they're all noteworthy for some reason or another, you know, whether it's
That's
good
what
or
I'm
bad.
saying.
Yeah.
Every time I leave a Cody Brundage fight, I'm never left like the Seed Menafield fight where I'm probably not going to think about that one again.
Right.
Yeah.
I've thought about every Cody Brundage fight again.
Did he go to Turkey?
I do believe because he had the buzz cut look for a while.
Oh, he's got the high taper fade.
I swear he's balding a couple fights ago, like pretty bad. I think he went to Turkey.
Who's he married to? Amanda Cooperman?
I
Or
have no idea.
he's
He's
married
married to
to
a
someone,
UFC fighter?
yeah, he's
I have
married to
no
someone in the
idea.
UFC who was in the UFC
Oh,
before him. I think it's
okay.
I think it's Amanda Cooperman.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that front kick touched the chin.
yeah,
Oh,
that kick got him. Couple inches closer, and we could be looking at a highlight.
does Brundage pull off back-to-back massive upsets?
I put a flyer on him.
They do.
See, if you told me going into the card that I had to put a flyer on Brundage or Menafield, I'm willing to admit, even having seen Menafield win, I would have taken Brundage over him.
Yeah,
Because we've seen Abdul Malik cracked before. We haven't seen him knocked out, obviously. And Brundage's
yeah.
meme guillotine powers are, they exist. You
And then he
can't
had
say
that
that about everyone.
and then he had that slam too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I cashed out on him there. The Zach Reese fade. It'll come back. Just you wait.
I have the under 1.5 in this fight.
The Zach Reese fade is a hilarious thing to look at because I told myself if, like, going into the UFC, I was like, I'm betting Brundage against him. I'd bet anyone against him. I saw Brundage knock him out, and then I haven't bet against him since.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine getting hit by an Abdul Malik flying knee. That would
Oh my
absolutely
God.
obliterate
I
someone.
don't think you'd remember it
He's
if you were,
scary.
like, a normal person. Honestly,
Oh,
even not a normal person.
going back to Trevor Whitman, isn't Brandon Royval training under him now?
I think there's a lot of guys at Team
He's definitely
Elevation who
out
kind of
west.
work with him.
Yeah.
Because Royval's always, like, Royval, Sandhagen, they've been around Team Elevation a lot, but I don't know if they fully work with Trevor Whitman. I think
Sandhagen,
Sandhagen specifically has more
Sandhagen does.
lately.
yeah. Sandhagen
Yeah.
does for sure. Yeah.
But even, like, Curtis Blades is around that gym. There's a lot of guys who work at Elevation, but they're not specific Trevor Whitman guys.
Yeah. Wasn't
Right.
Anthony Smith there before? Maybe.
I don't know. I thought he was
I'm
an
not
Extreme
sure.
Couture most of the time. He probably bounced around, though, because he was
Yeah.
fighting for so long.
What's with the Mexican fighters who fight out of Canada? You got Lupe Godinez, Brandon Moreno just switched his camp there a couple fights ago.
Where are they
At
training?
Tri-
Oh, really? TriStar.
Well, there's always been. I think Lupe's. I think she's born Canadian, just of Mexican
I
descent.
think
I
you're
think her
right.
and her sister were born in
She
BT or
has.
something. So her training there makes sense. I mean, a lot of guys come to TriStar. Arnold Allen goes there too. I don't know if there's
Right.
specifically a lot of Mexicans. Big camp
I mean,
though.
TriStar's the gym,
Like
though.
Johnny Walker
TriStar's a
went
great
there.
gym.
Kevin Lee went there.
that's GSP's old. Yeah.
Yep. Where
Yeah.
hasn't Johnny Walker
Ross
trained, though?
Zahabi. Of course, Eamon Zahabi's there.
Yeah. Like those guys who like cross train all the time, like they're gonna like fall apart at some point, Other than Ian Gary, who seems to be incredibly good right now, but like Tony
I love
Ferguson,
that Ian Gary shoot a
I don't know.
box.
I kind of think the cross training. I think more looks better.
like it's good, but like
Mhm.
you can't like you have to have like a home base, you know what I mean? You can't like Johnny Walker just like goes to a different
I think,
gym
of
every
course,
1 to
you
2
need a
years,
home base, but I don't
I don't
think.
like that.
But think about like an
Like, he was
Ilya.
at
Ilya had
SPG Ireland for a little
the
bit.
Clemente brothers until recently as his home gym. Yeah,
Yeah, he just switched gyms.
Johnny's tried a lot of things.
Yeah. SPG Ireland it was not the gym to go to, in my opinion.
He likes it there, I think. But
What, you don't think
He
he was
does.
getting elite looks on the mat with Brad Katona and Gunnar Nelson? Unironically, Gunnar
Yeah,
Nelson's actually probably an amazing training partner.
shout out to
For
Johnny
sure.
Walker's brother for getting a leg lock in his last fight. That's pretty cool.
Last two
Yeah.
fights.
Walter's pretty good.
Whoa.
Oh,
These boys are swinging now. Brendan just
absolutely.
bleeding behind the ear or something.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Dude,
My
sometimes
cousin just texted me. He just said Omar Sy is the light heavyweight version of Cyril Gane. There
yep.
we go.
Is it because they're both French guys?
Same. I think they have a similar stance.
Yeah, no, for sure. I didn't say what I was actually thinking.
Curious to see what Abdul Malik's cardio is going to look like going into the third if it gets there. He seems to be looking good now, but
I don't know if the pace has even been enough to
no,
test him.
it definitely hasn't. I do apologize. I've done like zero research, nothing for this card, obviously, because I didn't have any bets. So I'm kind of just rolling it blind. If I remember correctly, and I think it was like his Dana White's Contender Series fight or one of his early fights, the cardio issue kind of came up and he gassed a little bit, but I'm pretty curious to see what he looks like. You're right though. It's been a slow paced fight, so
We cursed the card by
pretty
going live. We've had a couple
yep.
slow ass fights after insane prelims, aside from the Unkoff.
Bianca.
Oh gosh.
Still potential for a highlight knockout in this one. These boys are swinging, and
Yep.
I wouldn't
And we got
describe
Cody
either of
Garbrandt
them
coming
as
up.
most durable. It's true. We do have Cody
Somebody's
Garbrandt
going to
coming up.
sleep. Someone's falling asleep for sure. We could see Edmund Shabazian just get beat to pavilion again.
Yeah.
Beat to a pulp on the ground.
I
Shabazian's
picked Shabazian, but man, I just get, or I picked Petrosky, but I get the feeling Shabazian's just going to go out and laser beam him.
yeah,
Gut
That could
feeling.
happen.
he's either gonna
Or
get like
Petrosky's just going to wrestle fuck him.
he's either gonna get a highlight KO or get smashed on the ground.
The
Yeah.
thing with me that I see too is Petrosky also doesn't have a great gas tank.
No,
No, he
definitely not.
doesn't. If anyone needs a gym change, I feel like it's Shabazian.
Does he still work with Tarverdian?
I thought
I
he
think
left
so.
them and started working with
Oh yeah, he's at
Eric Nixick now.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
Couture.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good. Taking my advice. Love it.
Yeah. he spars a
He's
lot.
definitely a guy that needed a gym change.
He spars a lot with Strickland.
What's up, Wicked? Wicked MMA just joined. Trying to see how his predictions are doing. Wow, Wicked picked Menifield. Only guy to pick Menifield.
Nice.
Yeah, props to Wicked there.
I feel like that's when we're like, you just gotta have some balls to pick it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I looked at that and I even said going in on the stream, like, I was surprised the odds were so wide, but I had no interest in playing Menifield. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh!
Malik landed there. They're
Oh, man.
swinging.
Brundage
Someone
in
sleep.
full-blown Cody Garbrandt mode. Brundage
Cody
is going
Garbrandt.
full Garbrandt.
They are
Oh my
swinging
God.
right now. Wow. Cody Brundage. My goodness.
Yeah, he's an
This fight is
entertaining
crazy.
guy, Brundage.
Yeah. He'll go out on the shield too.
Honestly,
so props
can't
to
say
him.
I've said. Oh, that'll
That's
do it.
Is that a knee to the body?
and that's it. Mansour Abdul Mat.
That's it.
Yeah, I think he got him like right up in the solar plexus.
Brundage threw everything.
Respect to Cody
Wow.
Brundage for going full Cody
Yeah.
Garbrandt. That was awesome.
Shout out Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, that was brutal.
Wait, Elite. There was a clash of heads.
Yeah, I
Was
just saw the tweet from Bronster.
oh no.
Another no contest. Or is that what we're in for, really?
No, it's
Yeah,
the second.
he's protesting. He's protesting that there was a clash of heads. Let's see.
It's into the third round, so
Ooh,
it would
I
go to
mean
the.
that right hand dropped him for
That
sure.
was earlier. That was when he started going full Garbrandt. No, but
Yep,
this is
they're
just when he
swinging.
started going full Garbrandt. This is way before the finishing sequence.
There was a slight clash of heads there. No, I don't
Yeah,
see a clash of heads.
that's
There was
what
a slight one
that's what
before,
they're
but it was
saying.
before the finishing sequence.
No, watch here. Yeah, it's right after the knee when he
That was a
comes
better
in. Their
angle.
heads come together. Yeah,
Yeah, that one was a better angle from the back. Hmm.
it's hard to tell though because like it looked like
This is
the
a good
knee
angle.
sent him down, but they definitely
Ooh,
clash
Ooh,
heads. Yeah,
yeah.
it's the head
No,
clash.
you're right. That slow-mo angle
they're gonna
that
call
caught him
this
for
a no
sure.
contest.
Wouldn't this be?
God, that
I
Wouldn't
think it
sucks.
this go to the
has to
scorecard
be.
since
It
it's in the
should
third?
because it's
I
in
don't
the
know if
third.
there's. I don't know. Maybe I don't know
I
what
think
the
it
rule
should go to the
is
scorecards.
on that because doesn't it have to go like a certain distance into the third because now they're just scoring.
It might
Well,
be
it's
half.
over halfway, so it's
It
technically an
wasn't
official
halfway
fight.
into the third. That was very early in the third. Oh, halfway into the fight. I see. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I meant
that's the.
halfway into the fight.
Uh,
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Bronster said he'd be surprised if this was overturned.
oh shit! Shit! My fault. Sorry, puppies.
What is it with fight cards that have always having like a theme? Like I remember
Hmm.
like, there was a fight card where like three guys got finished by calf kicks. Like this, then there's another fight card where like a bunch of people get eye poked. Like
Yeah,
this,
you're right.
you know.
This one's illegal fouls.
Yeah,
Up kick and now a head clash.
dude, I saw the Mission Impossible movie today with my dad. It was sick.
Really?
Highly recommend.
Never been a Mission Impossible guy. My mom loves it though. She was like, we got to go see it."
Yeah, I didn't think it
Yep,
would be.
here's the head clash again.
Yeah, definitely.
That looked rough. I didn't notice it until they showed the replay angle from the back. That's
And
definitely a head clash.
I'm pretty sure
And he
Brundage,
does go to the ground right away.
has multiple no contests.
I think he might be right. I'll have to check.
Just one, but against Abdul Razak recently.
I just got a message from Wicked in the chat. He said, "Not gonna lie, not sure why any of you guys picked C. He beat two bums and Menafield is at least ranked. Yeah, I feel like an idiot for not picking Menafield.
Yeah, he did a
man
week.
earned his man earned the right to talk his shit.
I know.
Let him
Brundage
cook.
has a no contest against Abdul Razak Al Hassan. That was 2 fights ago.
Have you guys seen that French guy who was on The Ultimate Fighter like a long time ago? And he was like, "I'm here to show that French people aren't
Yeah,
pussies." And then
aren't
he literally
quarter.
sits on the stool.
Yeah, that was crazy. Have you guys
Like
watched The Ultimate Fighter?
the recent one, yeah.
I'm not up to
I'm not
date.
caught
No.
up. I watched the first episode. I
The
know like the
fighter.
Indian fighter gets sparked.
Oh yeah, I mean, like the Indian fighter sucked, but
Yeah.
like a lot of the other fighters look pretty legit prospects, honestly.
Yeah, they do look legit, but Indian MMA is just not a good base.
Yeah, like I was so embarrassed for the UFC to when they had Shauna Bannon fight Pooja Tomar.
Oh
Like
my God.
those are
That
the
was the
two.
worst fight they could have put together.
Like the fact that's a professional MMA fight in the highest,
Yeah,
like in the premier,
crazy.
like that's ridiculous.
And Anshul Jabul fighting, what's his name? Mike Breeden. And Breeden's like probably the worst fighter on the roster, no offense to him. And
He
he's
got
like
cut.
barking at him.
We are getting a
He did get cut.
decision.
Yeah, we are.
We are getting a technical decision.
So probably we'll go to Malik
Brundage.
here.
Oh no, Malik. Yeah,
Ref's got a Nike polo on.
he's probably meeting Ariane Celeste afterwards for dessert.
Yeah,
After
he's tripped out. Long decision here.
All three for Mansur Abdul Malik.
Yep. All right.
there you go.
So like weird stuff always happens in Cody Brundge's fights.
I love Paul Felder.
Yeah. And you
Like I
also
said,
got to
never
note
leave a
that,
Cody Brundage fight and not thinking about it again.
yeah, and also got to note that I remember the rules. You have to score the round as it stood into the third. So that's why there was a 30-27, 29-28. Like you had to
Uh,
have scored the third round as it was.
that's crazy. There were literally like 30 seconds of it.
Yeah. I mean, 30 seconds in, they just kind of went full Gaethje Holloway mode.
I mean, Brundage was the one who pushed the
He
actual
did.
in those 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But good performance from Malik. He's definitely
Scoring,
getting better over at Extreme Couture.
yeah, scoring 30 seconds of a round seems kind of silly to me, if I'm being honest.
It does.
I'd agree, but he also did land a clean knockdown in those 36 seconds that made it very easy to score.
Sure.
It was entertaining.
And it would have been a draw if they didn't, which feels really stupid as well.
Yeah,
Did you guys know Paul Felder went to acting school?
he did. I did know that.
I
The
didn't
Irish
know that, but
Dragon
it
can
makes
do it
sense.
all. He can do it all.
I love him.
Now it's Cody Garbrandt time.
Please, Cody.
Oh,
Flag it.
that's Brad Tavares in his corner.
Yep.
Underrated fighter.
I will be back in just a moment.
Diego Lopez.
Yair, you have to fight this guy.
Literally. If that fight doesn't get made, that's silly.
We should just do Yair versus Gaethje.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on this BJJ road to the title? I'm definitely interested. I'm a hardcore grappling fan. I
Yeah,
would watch.
that's dope.
Love how like they're kind of promoting it. And I know like Dana said he would never do like a Muay Thai league or kickboxing league, but I feel like that would be fun as well. There's just so like the talent pool for that is just crazy.
I told you guys about this a while ago, didn't I?
Of the like kickboxing league.
Of the grappling Ultimate Fighter
Oh
thing.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And there you go. My guy.
I'm
Barcelos, my guy.
the new Woj of MMA.
You're actually the new crazy cab of MMA. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I've been called worse things. Look at this guy. What the fuck are you
Cody
doing?
freaking Garbrandt. Got the cornrows, got the sword tattoo.
I think he has a
Just
porn.
imagine
I think
he
he has
has a
a.
porno.
I
No
think he has
way.
porn addiction because, like, every time I see like some OnlyFans model and I like go to her profile, I always see Cody Garbrandt liking their pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
He probably does have a porn addiction. That's so funny. Makes sense. I mean, if my Barcelos by sub bet cashes, I'll be a very happy man.
What's up, Noodles? Oh, look, my cat in the frame.
Yeah.
Stop, dude.
Oh, let's go. I hit a baseball bet. I was like, oh, I'm down $50 on the day. Why am I down like $3? What did I hit? Oh man.
What's up, little man?
Hi, Sarah. My girlfriend joined. She texted me to answer her in the chat, but I've been looking at the Instagram chat the entire time. I'm
What's up,
sorry.
Sarah? You got any friends?
Yes,
I think I asked her that last time.
you probably did. I love Joaquin Buckley. He's grown on me.
Yeah, I like him too. I really like his like social media and stuff.
Yeah, it's super fun. I love the collab he did with Full Violence. Did you watch the video of him like working out with Sook?
No.
It
Oh,
was pretty funny.
I saw him fighting Neon though.
I don't think I saw that. Doug, did you watch the Full Violence Joaquin Buckley collab video? I don't think you can hear me, but that's okay.
Sorry. Thank you, Bob.
There we go. Okay. Now I have
Sorry,
the
I think I have
Instagram
a
chat
weird delay
and
going.
the yeah, Ben, Sarah just said yes, I do. So she does have friends.
Well, tell them I said what's
Help
up.
help him out.
Tell your friends I said hello, fine shit.
Hello, fine shites.
Gorgeous shit even. Caca gorgioso. Haha.
Tell him that you're very close friends with Cody Garbrandt.
Dude, look at my cat right now.
Hey, I
He's
can
just
say
chilling.
I'm friends with Cody G. He liked my photo betting on him. What
There
a
you go.
lad. Fighters that have
He's not
acknowledged my
he's not
bets
gonna
on them
find you.
are 2-0 so far.
I will
Let's
always be a
go.
Bilal. I will always be a Bilal Muhammad fan because he's the best fighter who follows me on Twitter.
Huge.
Oh no way, that's fire.
And I'm Jewish too. If you knew that.
The
That's
best fighter who
fire.
follows me on Twitter is my boy, Jimmy the Brick Flick.
Oh, I
Jimmy the
love the
Brick.
fucking brick,
I
dude. That's a
love
Uh,
sick
Jimmy.
follow.
Jimmy's awesome.
The brick
He was
is the best.
also the first UFC fighter I saw win live. UFC 297, his
really?
epic comeback win over Malcolm Gordon.
I will never forget how hype his post fight speech was after he won in the Contender Series.
I think more people are watching on Instagram, but I only see the chat here.
Yeah, I have both chats up. You guys want to know who follows me on Instagram? I'm
Who?
going through them right now just to find some notable ones, but
2,000
Josh
people or
Parisian.
something? That's
Josh
awesome.
Brees?
Josh Parisian. He follows me on Instagram.
Damn, you have like 13K. See, in my
Yeah, I'm
mind, when
pretty
I met you,
close.
you had like 2,000. And in my
Yeah,
mind, it just
exactly.
never evolved from there. So it was just still there in my mind.
Yeah, I remember when
It
you
got
hit.
bigger.
Yeah, we're on the come up.
That wasn't too long ago, honestly. Like
No,
you've
I've
made
been
three.
keeping track.
Yeah.
Starting to monetize like on Instagram now too, which is pretty sweet.
Wow.
Huge.
Good for you, dude. You've been working hard.
Oh my God. I got scared for a second. There's this account. His name is his name is John Silva. and he's verified. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I thought it was the actual John Silva, and I was like, no way. John Silva follows me on Instagram, but it's just some random dude. Oh my God. He's verified too.
I think you can
That was
pay
so
for it on
funny.
Instagram now too.
What was that?
I think you can pay for verification on Instagram.
Yeah, I did bite the bullet on Twitter, so I'm kind of restarting my X again. I did pay for the verification there, but Instagram, I don't know if I'm going to. I could, but Sarah, whatever you want. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to go to Instagram, that's cool too. Up to you.
As long as you watch us.
Yep, exactly. I'm gonna give it another minute of going through my followers just to see. I did keep track like on a note of just like who likes and like who follows and stuff like that. I'll see if I can find it. Um, I know like a couple fighters follow me.
Man, I'm excited for this upcoming fight. Cody G was my underdog best bet of the week this week, and
Uh,
normally I wouldn't
then
go
it's
with
probably
such a.
hitting.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. I think this one's one of my riskier ones, just based on the fact that I went with a very public dog. But
Right.
I don't think I saw any of the usual cappers on him. Uh,
Mm-hmm. I feel like
I
everybody's on
mean,
Barcelos.
I was a little surprised at the lack of Garbrandt bets out there. I think the line's gotten pretty well out of control to the point where I can comfortably say Garbrandt at plus 225 is absolutely the side. When you're
Yeah.
talking about betting Barcelos at minus 265, uh, you're looking at a 38-year-old bantamweight who we've seen slept in one punch. He was capped at a
Yep.
minus, or sorry, he was the market had him at a plus 900 because of his striking in his last fight against a guy who we'd seen controlled in Peyton Talbot,
Right.
and now he's a minus 265 based on his grappling against Cody Garbrandt, who's only ever been submitted once in his career and
By the
has
way,
D1
Yeah.
wrestling credentials, very far cry from Peyton Talbot's non-existent wrestling credentials.
when he got put out cold against Umar, that was Umar's first ever KO in his career. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
The line's
I just
definitely like very reflective of that. Doesn't make
I
sense.
completely understand Barcelos being the favorite. I just think it belongs in a lot more the minus 150, minus 175 range.
Right.
And I mean, maybe I'm even under exaggerating there. I think Cody has a massive speed advantage on the feet. I think his wrestling. I mean, I've heard a lot of people diss Garbrandt's grappling because of what happened in the Figgy fight, and I understand that second round was a bad look, but he was tough to
Hmm.
take down. He has good sprawls. He showed good sprawls against
yeah, his grappling's
Cruz.
not
He
that
showed,
bad.
and then even when he was taken down against Pedro Munoz, he ended up on his back and close to the middle of the octagon, and he got up pretty quickly. Like the guy is an explosive athlete with solid wrestling. Obviously, he can be submitted, and I think Barcelos does have the grappling upside here.
Yeah,
But I'd be surprised if he just took him down at will. And I do think Cody has a clear path to victory, so I like Cody as the dog in this one.
I mean he trains
I
at a
like
team.
it.
He trains at a Team Alpha Male. If they can make these Chinese fighters like Yan Xiaonan good at wrestling, like he can he can definitely like
Yeah.
you know, do enough.
And he's been there
This fight will
forever.
be yeah, this fight will be very telling of where Cody Garbrandt's at right now.
Ooh, he's swinging
Oh,
big
he's already
early.
going forward. I'm gonna end it on this. Danielle Kelly follows me on Instagram too. I would love to see her in
Ooh.
the UFC's BJJ show.
I would just love to
Ooh,
see her in general doing anything.
Uh, Marcelo's already shooting.
Yeah, I mean, this fight is a kind of a tricky one for Cody because like this is the type of fight where he should just try to like get that big power punch, but like that's been
Yeah.
the reason for him losing a
Mhm.
lot of fights. So it's
I
tough.
like the activity from him early. I think it's important
Yeah.
that he keeps the volume high. Can't let Barcelos get
Yes.
into a groove.
Cody
Yes,
has a
but not. Don't get too crazy.
great record
Exactly.
against Brazilians too.
Actually, I hadn't thought about that. Oh!
Oh, Barcelos gets dropped there. There's the
Cody
typical Cody
drops him
Garbrandt taunt.
early.
And Barcelos shot for a guillotine there. That made me happy. I don't
It's a
like him
great
up
start
against
for
the fence.
Garbrandt.
It is a great start. I
I
don't
do
like
think
him
I
up
think
against the
Barcelos
fence.
caught him with something that kind of hurt him though. He backed up
Yeah,
weird.
now they're in the clinch. Oh, oh,
Ooh.
that was a nice knee.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little cut on Garbrandt's eyebrow.
Yeah. Not in a good spot. That blood's gonna go right into his eye.
Nope. So crazy how he made Dominic Cruz look like an amateur. I always think like he was like specifically trained and created to beat Dominic Cruz, and that was his, not to sound disrespectful, but like his sole purpose as a
Is
fighter.
is Marab the bantamweight goat?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Has to
think
be
so. His
now.
resume is just crazy.
He
It's
beat
just
every other champ around his time, or everyone who challenged for the belt around his time.
Right.
interesting to think about because like Marab is such an honest fighter. So like he openly says that Aljo gets the best of him in the gym like nine
Yeah.
times out of 10, you know? So like the
I
fact
mean,
that he's
Marab's the better fighter.
I think
yeah.
that's just him being humble, though. Like,
Yeah,
if
no, I agree
he
with that.
did beat Aljo in the gym, he wouldn't go out and say, "Oh, well, I know I am best bantamweight ever. I beat Aljo in gym every time." He's not that type of
Yeah.
dude.
I honestly feel like
Ooh.
there's some truth to that, but I totally get what you mean. Like
Yeah, I mean, resume wise, I think Marab's is better than Dominic Cruz.
yeah.
Just Bantamweight is it's in a
Oh,
different spot now.
left hook from Garbrandt wobbles
Yeah, it was
Barcelos.
nice.
Oh,
Oh, he's getting warm in there.
I feel like Cody's just gonna go crazy. He's definitely hunting for that finish, which
yeah.
scares me. Would like to see Barcelos try and shoot a takedown. Yeah, someone's definitely going to sleep in this fight. There we
There's a
go.
good shot from Barcelos. Cody defends well.
Oh,
Beautiful takedown defense.
Yeah.
he listened.
I don't like Cody not addressing those calf kicks. That was going to become a problem for him pretty quickly against Kelleher, and Munoz got him with a good few too.
Mm.
Doesn't really
Right.
check those.
He's got pretty skinny calves too.
Hmm. This has been a great
It's
round for
another
him, though. He
takedown.
obviously dropped
Yeah,
Barcelos, and
Nice
he
roll.
wobbled him. Other than that,
let's go.
That
Cody's
roll
setting up a triangle.
that roll was Cody Sandhagen esque.
Oh yeah. Good first round. I feel like I would give it to
I'm giving that to
Garbrandt, I
Cody all
guess.
day. He got the knockdown early.
He did. I forgot
Don't
about
forget
that.
that.
Damn, a part of me was going to say Barcelos. I'm biased, guys. I have him in a bet.
I'm also biased because I have Cody in a bet.
Remember the Muhammad and Della Maddalena fight? I was like, yeah, Muhammad won 50-45.
You and
Bilal.
Juliana Pena are in agreement.
hmm
God, Pena is so annoying. I hate how she was like, "I got winner."
No,
That was hilarious.
I don't think anybody wants to see you fight Amanda for a third time.
I
No,
was
There's not
honestly,
one
it's
a
a hilarious statement, though. I'm
And
I was
just picturing her on her couch after getting dominantly finished, barely sore because she didn't take that much damage, and just like,
yeah.
I gotta try and get one more pay per view headliner, baby.
like, "Are
You can
you rage
squeeze
baiting
one
me
more.
right now, or are you like actually? Do you actually think this?"
She's crazy.
If she is rage baiting, she's really good at it.
She probably is, but Barcelo's right from the get-go in the clinch. I like it. This is the game plan that you have to do.
How far away are we from saying someone is marabbing someone when they do that?
It
There's very
was
few Marabs in
Batistaing
the game.
until last week, according to everyone. Not saying me. I've been the biggest proponent of the Batista is not boring crowd.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
boring at all. Yeah, it's just that one fight.
Oh, anybody see that like graphic screw up by the UFC there? They tried to put the
Yeah.
Threads post on, but it was just a black screen. Oh my God.
Who do you think is
Do we
gonna?
really?
Who do you think is gonna take the? Like, do you think UFC is gonna move to Netflix, or you guys think it's gonna stick with ESPN? Or
I
I
think
don't know. I feel like
Netflix's
it's either one of
aversion to
those
the pay
two.
per view model is going to keep them. I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to say yes or no because
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. But
Yeah, we don't know.
my thought would be that Netflix coming out and saying they don't like pay per views or like the pay per view model, because I
hmm
think the UFC really likes the pay per view model, even though it's clearly dying.
It's outdated. Yeah, it's very outdated. They don't provide fans with the buys anymore,
Yeah.
which I want them to do because I want to know. So the reason for them not providing us with the buys is likely because they're not performing well. Oh, that was a
Yeah.
very flush knee.
Barcelos is starting to land a lot on the feet right now.
Yeah. As I said in the first round, I
Cody not
don't like
really
Cody
throwing
up against the
back.
fence.
you know what I think would be cool is if you pay for a pay per view, you get in the mail a DVD of the card. That would make
That
it
would be cool.
more worth
Like,
it.
I don't know who would watch it.
I mean, it would just
Or
be
maybe
cool.
maybe good to have as a collective. Is that what you mean?
Exactly, like just to collect those.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Oh, did that cut him? No. Okay, I'm seeing
Something's
things.
up with his eye though.
Barcelos does have swelling by his right eye. I thought that was on his.
Yeah.
That elbow landed on. Or I'm getting confused because they're switching camera angles on which eye it is.
I think it's his left eye. Oof.
I found out this week that Barcelos has a really fucked up neck. Um,
Really?
apparently, he got surgery
Oh,
on it after one of his fights, and they like fucked up the surgery. They botched it.
really?
Oof.
Yeah, so they had to like redo it.
Wow. Oh my God, man. Very clear route for Barcelos here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad to see like Cody just has made zero improvements to his striking defense.
Yeah, I think we're at the
Because
point.
there's openings all day. There's openings all day.
I think we're at the point where we know what he is. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Right,
no more wrinkles to his game to uncover.
right. I mean, that right overhand is just there all day.
Yeah, it's like not a matter of like if he gets dropped at this point in his career. It's more of a matter of when and
When,
how far he gets before that happens.
right?
It's crazy how gone Belato's chin is. I bet that guy trains really
Oh my
hard
God.
in the gym
Yeah, he definitely does.
because he's gotten starched a few times.
Yeah, no, he definitely has.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Marcelo's hurt Cody bad there,
He
I
did.
think.
Definitely 1-1 going into the third, but
Yeah.
momentum is surely on the side of Barcelos here.
Just how good is Umar Nurmagomedov?
How good is Malcolm Wellmaker being able to flatline Chris Patino when Sean O'Malley couldn't do that?
Yeah, yeah.
He had to have a referee stoppage.
I would love to see him fight. Who's that guy with the Brock Lesnar sized hands in the division?
Uh,
You know who I'm talking about? He's ranked
Mm.
no.
13th.
He's ranked?
Yeah, black guy. Montel Jackson.
Oh, Jackson.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd love to see that fight.
You think he's ready for a ranked fighter?
I mean, that last fight was a step down from the fight he won before that. He knocked out Cameron Simon. That's like a pretty impressive knockout, you
Yeah,
know.
it's a great win. Oh, I think
Um,
Simon follows me on Instagram.
yeah, maybe
I
one
love
more after
Simon.
that. Maybe one more, and then a ranked opponent. But
Yeah, maybe someone like in the 20 to 30 range.
Peyton Talbot would be a good matchup for him.
he just
He just
got
got
booked
booked
with
against
Felipe
Felipe
Lima.
Lima.
Hmm.
That's a tough fight. That's a very tough fight. Lima's good.
That's a prove it fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean
Cash kicks are doing damage.
Barcelos. I'm pretty sure was like ranked like 17th before. You know, he's been very close to being ranked. So
Yeah, he's a good fighter. I feel like he's just gotten better with age too. I feel like Cody's chin is definitely held up at this point. But just like every time he takes a shot, I flinch.
yeah,
Oh my God. It genuinely makes me angry watching his striking defense. That right hand is there all day on Barcelos. There you go, slipping that guillotine. I was literally just going to say that. He's off to the side, so he probably won't get it here, but if he's able to kind of face him head on, yeah, he's out.
no, that's when you're clinching. That's why they tell you to like lean your head against them as close as possible.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, so you don't get caught in a Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Oh my
that
God,
Cody,
people.
bro.
move your head.
It's
Uh-oh.
crazy
Come
that
on.
I think
no, no,
Cody got hurt there.
yeah.
Yeah. Would love to see Barcelos set up something, go for another guillotine. He could get it.
Oh,
Transitions to the back, very smooth.
good move. He looks like the fresher fighter so far.
Yep. Oh, ooh, oh my God. Yeah, there we go.
Says the back.
Oh my goodness.
Spades of Figgy Garbrandt here. Similar
Doesn't
spot
have the
Figgy's in.
body triangle.
No, he could try and set it up, but if he does, that would be huge. Yep,
Yeah,
working
he's
towards it.
Close. No, Garbrandt's defending well.
Barcelos' gas tank is impressive.
Very impressive for his age too. He's just gotten better and better and better. Yeah, Garbrandt defending well. It's a minute 30 to work with. Garbrandt's just got to survive. I mean, what do you do with Cody Garbrandt after this fight?
Keep
Yeah,
mad.
very
Whoa.
nice reversal there. Looks like my submission bet is just toast.
Oh, big knee to the body.
Oh my God. Yeah, there you go. That's what Barcelos has got to do. He can definitely finish this fight.
Come on, Cody.
Cody looking about the clock. I want to see Cody bring him to the center of the octagon and just point down Max Holloway style. There you go. Point to the center. Let's just throw
Throw
down.
Cody, please. Damn.
Was a good lean. Certainly had opportunities for a submission, but he just did it. He just pointed down. Oh my God. He's like, fuck you. I don't want anything. Oh man. That's a nice visual. 29-28 Barcelos.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I mean, what do you do with Garbrandt now? Are we kind of feeding him to? Is he kind of like gatekeeper now at bantamweight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not cut worthy, but like,
Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cody Garbrandt. Anyone?
yeah,
Do we want to see Cody Garbrandt die in the octagon? Peyton Talbot versus Garbrandt would be fun.
yeah. I think Talbot's asked for that matchup too.
Yeah, I would like to see that. It's like Garbrandt's like seventh loss in the UFC, I think. Eighth. So, yeah, seventh loss.
What's his UFC record?
UFC record or like professional record?
UFC record.
Sorry, what UFC?
Yeah.
Let me do a quick typology search. Cody's middle name is Ray Allen. He is 9-7 in the UFC. That is updated with the Barcelos fight.
What was the scorecard?
All three,
I don't
29,
know.
28.
Makes sense.
Sad.
Yes, that's Cody's 1-2 in his last three fights. Two losses to Dillashaw, one loss to Munoz, Rob Font, Car France, Figgy, and now Barcelos. I mean, name-wise, that's probably the worst loss of his career.
Yeah. Pedro Munoz kind of sucks. I don't know. I feel like Barcelos would beat Pedro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Munoz dropped him too in that fight.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he lost by knockout. That's a bad look.
I honestly think Pedro Munoz is like so extremely overrated. Like when
Yeah,
somebody thinks about a fighter and they say, "Oh, that guy's got a really good chin," like what does that really mean? We've seen them take a
yeah.
lot of damage. You know what I mean? Like who do we say that
Uh,
about? That fighter's got a really good chin. Like Marvin Vittori. Like Do we think Marvin Vettori is a very technically good fighter?
No.
No.
Good win for Barcelos. Kind of want to see him get another crack at the rankings. And
Yeah.
whoever's like 15, 14 I would like to see that fight.
Yeah. He deserves it. I would like to see him fight like Saeed Nurmagomedov or something.
I'd like that.
Or Vinicius Oliveira, honestly, that would be a good fight.
That would be a great fight.
So I was
So we
watching.
got
Have you seen Dana White looking for a fight on YouTube?
yeah, I usually watch every episode.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So I just rewatched the Abu Dhabi episode where they went to go watch with Habib, and they were like trying to convince Habib to not retire.
Yeah.
And so the card they were watching, they ended up signing Renat Fakhretdinov and also Carlston Harris off of that card. But then
Okay.
I looked at the rest of the card, and Vinicius Oliveira also won on that card. So
Interesting.
yeah, who else? And a couple other people were on it. I have it pulled up. Oh, Gafurov also won on that card. But
What promotion was this? Not Khabib's promotion.
no, it was UAE Warriors.
UA Warriors. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good promotion.
and Carlston Harris actually they went to the fight knowing a lot of information about his opponent. Like Habib was talking him up, and his opponent was like 19-1, and he's now like 25-6 or something. Like a really good record.
Oh man.
But Carlston Harris like caught him in his trademark anaconda choke and ended up getting the contract instead. Really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. He was like living in his car, like took the fight on
Mhm.
like a week's notice, and like
Wow.
yeah.
And we
Once
got
upon,
Petrosky and Shabazian next.
once upon a time, I predicted Carlston Harris to beat Shavkat. That didn't work out too well.
No. I don't have volume. I'm not sure what they're saying here, but definitely some sort
They're
of Ben
just
Askren
saying he's in a
montage.
serious battle
Right.
in the Wisconsin hospital.
Okay. That's a good shout. I hope he's doing okay. Obviously prayers up to him and his family.
MMA and disc
He's one of the good guys of the sport for sure.
MMA and disc golfing legend.
Yeah, disc golf legend.
As an avid disc golfer, I've heard a lot about how good he is.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys see the funny thing, like the funny tweet that Kyle Berhala made? Well,
No.
obviously it wasn't funny, but like there's like that was a bad term there, but
What did
he
he say?
said like he said R.I.P. Ben Askren, and
Oh,
then like everybody went crazy, like they thought he passed away, but then he was like, guys, like I meant like I'm praying for him, like I hope he's resting in peace with right now, like he's not actually dead.
oh my
It's
God.
just like the language barrier there.
Who says RIP when they're not dead?
Right. Yeah. I guess he just doesn't understand.
Bro, what's with all these Brazilian fighters and their neck tattoos?
I know.
Him and who else had a neck tattoo? What's his name? Diego Lopez. Dream, believe, and make it happen.
Yep.
Or is that on his chest? I don't remember.
That's on his chest.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we'll either see a Shabazian highlight reel KO or Petrosky smash in this fight.
I'm thinking Petrosky submission.
I like that. I think Petrosky gets it done. Just seems like every time Shabazian's match up with a grappler, it doesn't go well for him.
Yeah, but I took him on a money line, so
All my bets are cooked, so what do I know?
still plus money.
I'm gonna retire betting. Doug, what do you think about us collabing on picks more? Like
I'm
bets?
down.
I was thinking about that, just like how it could
I'm having
work.
trouble
Like,
stomaching this fucking Garbrandt loss.
that sucks.
Went
Yeah, I was
exactly
kind of
how I
thinking about
thought
how it'd
early.
work.
Didn't fucking get it.
Yeah, I
You
changed my
got any
pick last
ideas?
minute too. Um, I was thinking about it. I definitely have to do like more thinking, but I definitely need like a restart, like with my UFC bets for sure. I definitely just like might scrap like myself just giving out picks, and maybe we do like. I mean, you're in the broadcast channel now, like you're a moderator, so you
Mm-hmm.
can say or do whatever you want. Um, so I don't know, maybe we each send like a couple picks a week, just so I'm not like feeling forced to send out like 7 picks a card or like 5 to 7 picks. So if I keep it to like two and like you send two or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, that's kind of where my head was at.
I like that. I
Yeah,
usually keep it to 1 or 2 bets.
yeah. I also feel like I need to change like my research methods behind it. There's like this YouTuber that I watch, like I'll watch every card breakdown that he does, like I'll take notes and then just kind of like I'll take what he has and just kind of like process it. Like I use him as a research tool. He's been good, but he gives like good breakdowns on the fights. I don't know, something's wrong. I need to fix something.
Which YouTuber is it?
DFS by the numbers. I love him. He's so funny too. Oh, I want to see if I still have this note, but I've been a long time follower of his. Oh, I do have it. So I have a note. It's just like his some of his sayings, and like he's the funniest guy. Could I just read you guys some of these? Like they are hilarious.
Yeah, go for
Oh my God. Death, taxes, and Herbert Burns getting knocked out in the second round.
it.
Sergey Pavlovich can knock out an elephant.
Probably.
Antonio Tricali's only win in the last 6 years is against a guy named Bubba. If that is the case, that will make her 4'9", the second shortest fighter in the UFC, only behind Jairzinho Rosenstrike. God help you if you bet on this fight. A cold shower could knock out Matt Schnell. A gust of wind could take down Ariane Carnelosi. Um, we have Tom Nolan versus the guy that got knocked out by Jordan Levitt. Oh man. I haven't updated this in a while, but I have a nice little running note of this. Very entertaining to watch if you guys are looking for someone to like watch or like for bets and stuff. He's pretty entertaining.
I usually just watch The Weasel and MMA Guru, honestly.
I've never gotten into Guru because I feel like he just gets such like a love-hate relationship. Like I feel like you either love him or you hate him.
Yeah, he's starting to become a lot more professional because he, like, obviously
Good.
not completely, but um, like he just started a monthly podcast with Demetrius Johnson for
Yeah, I
the
saw
pay.
that.
Yeah, and
That's great though. Props to him.
it's top tier analysis. You
Really.
know, he really knows his shit.
Yeah.
Like you cannot
Yeah.
deny that he knows his shit. You know.
Yeah, he's been a fan for a long time. He's been doing this for a long time. So
Yeah.
that's awesome though. Like podcast with Demetrius Johnson, that's huge.
Yeah.
As a
And
fellow creator, like I can only applaud you for that.
yeah, like going from making videos in your parents' shed to
Right.
podcast with the potential goat, like
Right.
that's pretty
He
insane.
is the goat. He is the goat. Wink, wink.
All right, this should be
All
interesting.
right. Yep. Sabazian and Petrosky just getting underway here.
This first round's going to be high octane, and then the next 2 rounds are going to be both guys breathing from the mouth.
Yeah.
If it gets there.
Unless Petrosky's lying with his face up to the ceiling. We'll see.
Yeah. Even though I did bet Petrosky, I do feel like the guy who is more likely to have shown improvement in this fight is Shabazian.
Yeah. That's definitely fair.
Good check hook from Petrosky.
I always think it looks so cool when somebody grabs a body kick with their lead hand.
I agree. I was showing my brother the Joaquin Buckley Kasanganai knockout today. He's not really a big UFC fan, doesn't watch the card, so he was like, "Oh, he's fighting today." So I showed him the Buckley KO.
Yeah,
That's the ideal example.
yeah, that was sick. Have you guys seen I think his name is Steven Peterson, the spinning back fist KO?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That KO.
Superman.
they were both
Steven
going
is his
for it.
nickname Superman.
He
I
has
think
the S on his chest at least,
Yeah.
or he has something like that, some triangular letter. I believe it's an S.
that's like an underrated top 5 knockout of all time.
Yeah.
I also really like the Scott Smith Pete Sell knockout when Pete Sell
Was that the
hits.
double?
It's when he gets hit in the body and he's like keeling over, and then he just throws one
Oh
last.
yeah, that was the fake. That was the fake.
Yeah,
No, he
Arm hurt.
wasn't faking.
I
He
don't think it was.
still
Oh, he
rolled
was
over
hurt?
after the fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like after the ref stops it, he goes over and curls up. He was
Oh,
hurt
really?
as fuck.
He just threw a Hail
So I
Mary.
guess that was the so I guess that was the call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah.
Knockout.
Call an ambulance and another one for me, please.
Yeah, call 2 ambulances.
Call an ambulance and then call another one because I'm also very hurt.
Oh,
Fun,
great takedown defense from Shabazian.
fun fact about Pete Sell is that he works for Al Iaquinta's real estate agency. They both used to train out of Serra together.
That's very
That was
cool.
a fun fact.
That is a crazy fun fact.
I love those like random UFC lore things.
Hmm. Imagine just going to work like in the morning at like your local welding station and just seeing Malcolm Wellmaker there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My boss used to like. My boss is from Michigan, and he told me that he used to bartend with Tony Ferguson.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Shabazian's
That's crazy.
cracking him now. That is insane. Petrosky was getting hurt by jabs there. He got tagged with a left hook. Petrosky looked stunned. Excuse me, by a few of those punches.
He's pretty chinny, honestly.
He is. Sabazian's takedown defense looks great so far.
Yeah.
Getting knocked out by Malkoun is one thing. Getting knocked out by Malkoun's hip? What the fuck? I was so confused at how that happened.
Yeah, questionable.
Like they were saying it was the hip on the knockout on the broadcast, and I was like, it couldn't have been the fucking hip. That's not possible.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh. That dropped him.
And body shot. Oh,
right to
that
the
body
solar
shot hurt him
plexus.
too. He dropped those hands.
Right in the chest.
Stalking him.
That has to hurt.
He's hurt.
This is the part where we go try and live bet Petrosky plus 500.
Yeah.
If they open the line, it means he's still alive.
Oh my God.
Edmund gets most of his wins by first round KO, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I'll go peep the live odds if this gets out of the first round. Another body kick. Sebastian looks great.
Yeah. It's gauging distance really well.
Average.
Sebastian's a
Shabazian
minus
first round.
600. Petrosky's a plus 370. Not juicy enough
Yeah.
for me, honestly.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't
Right
like. I
now,
don't
he's
like
getting
it.
his ass whooped.
Not
Yeah.
just. Have you guys seen the Petrosky Brian Battle Ultimate Fighter fight?
Yeah.
That fight is really it's super high.
Yeah.
I feel like all the Ultimate Fighters now are just guys who are like almost ready for the UFC, and then they wind up rushing them.
Yeah.
Because if you think if
They're just trying
Brian
to build
Battle and
hype.
Petrosky had had another couple of regional fights, they could have just come in and they would have been fine. But instead, they had to give
Mhm.
Petrosky like that Michael Gallimore guy. Like the first three of Petrosky's UFC fights aren't UFC fights,
Yeah.
Right.
but none of these
When was the
developed guys
last?
who are ready want to do the Ultimate Fighter. I guess that's the problem.
He was
Because then
super
they can
Yeah.
just go Contender Series.
he was super close to getting a ranked fight at some point, Petrosky. Like
Yeah,
super
he was on like
He
he
was.
won like 7 straight to start his UFC career. It was actually ridiculous.
Pretty
Going into the
crazy.
Michelle Pereira fight, it was he was on a really good streak. And then he got finished by him and Malkoon. And now he's won 3 straight again, but
Yeah.
I have I have
Here he
a
is.
I have a soft spot for him because he's from Philly.
oh yeah, you're
Philly sports fan.
All right. I can't hold it in. I'm going pee. Hopefully, no one's unconscious when I come back.
Oh, Petrosky has a loss to Aaron Jeffrey on his record.
yeah, on regionals.
Aaron Jeffrey is
Ooh,
a really good fighter, one of the best.
another stiff jab from Shabazian.
Yeah, one of the best fighters not in the UFC, in my opinion.
I'd agree. Oh, good check hook there from Petrosky. One of the best male Canadian fighters we have. Oh, Petrosky landing some good shots now.
Fun fact about Aaron Jeffrey: I interviewed him, but I just came super unprepared to the interview, so I was too embarrassed to post it.
Hey, that's not the worst interview story. I had an interview with Bubba Jenkins set up, and I did the whole thing and tried to record it on my phone, but I had my phone next to my laptop fan recording, I guess, so I could barely hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I had to record the audio with that was because I tried to record the Zoom call, but me and Lindsay had a miscommunication on sending the Zoom link, so he sent me one, and we used that one, and I couldn't record it without his permission, and he couldn't join it. So I wound up just interviewing Bubba Jenkins with no recording at all,
Oh man,
and I just didn't. I just wrote an article with some of the quotes in it.
was he cool?
Yeah, no, he was awesome. No, Bubba Jenkins, it's impossible to have him talk and not be entertained. We talked a lot about like the stuff he's got going on outside of the cage. He didn't
trains out
seem
of
like
Chicago,
he
right?
was anywhere close. He trains where?
Does he train out of Chicago or? Oh no, California.
Yeah. Sorry, that was so funny. I leaned in like I was trying to hear you when I have fucking headphones on.
Oh no, you're good.
My fucking brain just doesn't connect.
Shabazz.
The boss. Oh,
Petrosky's just gotta fucking high crotch the fuck out of this guy and get him on the ground.
Shabazian looked good in the first round, and it doesn't look like he's gassed. It looks like Petrosky's actually finding success in the striking without Edmund really falling off. Edmund's clearly faster, but like Petrosky's finding his timing on these check hooks when Edmund's on his entries or exits.
He's got to throw
And he
more
got
than
him with one straight.
he's got to
I
throw
think
more.
he needs to get his grappling going. He's clearly outmatched. He's finding moments on the feet, like there's another good lead hook. But I think if he wants to actually win, he needs to, there he goes.
There we go. Nobody died, so I assume nothing happened.
Dude, you missed it.
Adolfo Bellato actually came back in the octagon and got knocked out
No
by
way.
another up kick.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they just threw him out and told him to fuck off this time.
Wow.
Just trying to milk another win bonus.
And then Jordan Levitt came and started twerking.
I saw on Twitter that Cody Garbrandt wanted
Yeah, that
another
part
fight.
felt unnecessary. Oh,
Petrosky lands a nice right hand. Oh, he gets
ooh.
wobbled there. Yeah, I heard Cody Garbrandt wanted some more action, so he went back in there and got knocked out.
Cody.
Team Cody rocking the 0 for 3 tonight. Brundage, Garbrandt, and Durden.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Wait, does Durden fight out of Team Alpha Male?
I'm gonna tweet
No.
that, Doug. I'm tweeting that. That's a great shout.
Oh, you're saying the three
Yep.
Codys.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Fighters named Cody are 0 and 3 tonight. That's a great shout. I'm surprised I haven't seen that.
Well, I hope Edmund's middle name is Cody.
Ooh. Oh, couple good body shots there from Edmund. It was a better round for Petrosky, but still got to give that round to Edmund.
I just shouted you out, Doug, on the broadcast channel.
Huge.
Great shout. Not a good day for the Codys. How do we have this looking going into the last round?
2-0 Eddie Boy. Although Petrosky landed some good shots that round.
Yeah.
He does need a finish.
Oh, no way. I have 58 impressions on my fighters named Cody tweet already. I need some likes on that. That's the tweet that's going to make me go viral.
Let's see it on the UFC
I
broadcast.
need
This
it.
main
I
card
did
has
use
been an
hashtag.
absolute foul fest.
It is. I did use the hashtag UFC Atlanta, so that's the ultimate goal there. If my tweet gets put on the broadcast, I will retire happy. You know what? They are using threads for these tweets, so I'm going to retweet this. Fighters named Cody are 0-3 tonight.
Ooh.
I like the aggression.
Will this work? Does this have a better chance? Get me on the big screen, please.
I can't lie, this main card has been supremely disappointing compared to the prelims.
Yeah, and I mean we have Rose and Miranda Maverick next. I'm not sure how exciting
That
that
main
fight's going to
event
be.
got a main event.
I can't even believe Miranda Maverick is getting Rose. That's crazy.
I know.
What have we come to?
To be fair, she should have a win over Macy Barber and be on like a decent streak. Like her only losses in a long time are Macy Barber and Jazz Devicious, who are both now top 5.
Yeah.
I also think Macy Barber is like ridiculously overrated.
I don't disagree, but if you kind of have to look at it just based on what they've done.
Yeah.
And Rose at flyweight hasn't really done anything. She lost to Fior. She lost to Blanchfield. Who'd she beat? Did she beat anybody at flyweight yet?
Let me see.
Yeah, she did.
In a fight?
Yeah, she did. She beat someone.
Oh, Tracy Cortez.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I forgot because
Hebos, but I think was at strawweight.
Replaced somebody.
It's a good win.
Yeah. Hebos was at strawweight.
Oh no, Hebos was it? Was it? I thought that was flyweight.
It was a
that was
a main
flyweight.
event. It was at flyweight, so she has wins over Cortez and Hebos.
That Reboss fight was way closer than it should have been, though.
Oh yeah. Nice knockdown for Shabazian here with 2 minutes left.
This fight's kind of boring, not gonna lie.
No, yeah. This whole main card's been pretty brutal.
I feel like I can't even pinpoint why, because they've all been like solid striking matches with good shots, but none of these main card fights have been really. I mean, Barcelos versus Cody was kind of a banger, actually. Both of them landed pretty big shots throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was just tense as fuck because I wanted Cody to win.
It's just like there's a lot of like good one-sided performances on this card. Not a lot of good like actual competitive fights. You know.
Mm-hmm. A clean Edmund Shabazian 15-minute performance.
Who had that on their bingo card?
Edmund Shabazian's unlocked cardio at 27 years old. It's time.
And takedown defense, too. Don't forget that.
Fuck it.
I feel like he always had good takedown defense before he got tired.
Feed him Ikram Aliskerov right now.
A lot of.
Give him Hamzat.
I think he might beat Aliskerov. Aliskerov's not that great.
It's a nice one, too.
You don't think Aliskerov would maul him on the ground?
I do not know.
Edmund Shabazian, future champ.
He has a really good frame for 185. Like, this is exactly what a 185er should look like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you see how sharp his ribs are? Ugh. I will say Buckley versus Usman is a really good main event for a fight night card.
I am very excited for that one.
I see this tweet about the Ricky Simone Cameron Smotherman fight. I guess they were like talking to each other in the cage, and the tweet says, "I had him pushed against the wall, and I told him that he's under arrest, and he told me I'm racist." Ricky Simone reveals his in-cage talk with Cameron Smotherman.
Yeah, that's this quote from the fight.
That is his quote. And then Ricky Simone quote tweeted. He said, "You're
You
under
can't even
arrest."
fight people anymore without getting called racist anymore.
Yeah.
Without getting called racist.
Dude, I just saw the live Instagram broadcast.
Oh, I see you joined.
I'm looking like a Nazi propaganda poster with these glasses. Am I allowed to say that?
No. That's
Too late.
Yeah, too late
Well,
now.
I did.
Too late now.
Everybody's wondering what people would say if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Oh my God.
What?
The stream was buffering and it just cut back to Edmund Shabazian taking a victory selfie. I guess we missed
Oh no.
the
Oh
decision.
shit.
I didn't even notice. Bless you.
Thanks.
They're already on the next fight too. I'm a big Miranda Maverick fan. I think she's a lot better than people think she is. Take a
I think
shot.
she's a lot better. I think she's a lot better than like where she's ranked right now,
Yeah.
but I don't think she has a lot of tools in her toolbox. You know.
She can wrestle and her striking's improved. I've been like calling for a ranked opponent for her for a very long time. I mean, she
Yeah,
has
she's
some good
definitely ranked.
wins. She has some great wins.
She's 100% ranked
Oh,
caliber, but
absolutely.
like I feel like she's like a 10 to 15 girl.
Yeah. I mean, she beat Jamie Lynn Horth in her last fight, and I was giving props to Jamie Lynn before. Andrew Lee,
Yeah,
good win. Priscilla Cachoeira, that's an amazing win. Priscilla Cachoeira should be thrown in prison. She has a win over Jillian Robertson, too. Liana Juja, Pro Gonzalez, Victoria Leonardo. Yeah, she's got some good wins. She does have a loss to Brogan Walker, which is just very unfortunate.
yeah. Brogan Walker lost to Juliana Miller.
That is not a good look. Take a shot.
Well, Juliana Miller has good grappling, but she has like subpar striking.
Yeah. Take a shot every time Rose says I'm the best. I'll get you feeling real nice. We're debuting a brand new desk for the first time during the stream. I got the new standing desk that you can move up and down.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty sweet. I love it.
I hate standing.
I have the optimal Fortnite setup.
You can't stand it.
Stand and play Fortnite.
What do you think of the new Fortnite season?
I love it. I really do love it. I'm a big Fortnite guy.
Yeah, I play a lot also, dude.
You want to play?
I play. Yeah, dude. I'll play zero builds with you, but I'm not good at builds.
Neither am I. I hate builds.
Yeah.
We can run it anytime, bro. Let me know.
Yeah, let's play after this card.
For sure. Doug, any interest in Fortnite? Run trios?
I'm trash at Fortnite.
That's okay.
I'll probably run sometime. I have it.
We can carry.
Yeah, we can carry. That's okay.
huge. I'm
Do you
going
play
to bed after the card.
I'm
I'm fucking
exhausted. I'll
exhausted.
play like a couple. I'll play a couple games for sure. I got a
Yeah.
busy day
Do
tomorrow.
you play ranked?
I don't play ranked. I'm not good enough.
Word.
But yeah, I love the new season. Much better than the last season. Holy shit! Guess
I I like the Star Wars season.
Jalen Almeida, what is up? I'm not even kidding. He just joined the stream.
Oh shit.
What's up, Jalen?
Bom dia.
Bom dia, Jelson. Is it?
Jailton versus Tom Aspinall for the
Absolutely.
title.
I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. Jalen versus Tom Aspinall.
He's a way better fight than Cyril Gahn versus Tom.
Yeah,
No, I think it's
Elson runs through people when he gets on top of them.
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Oh, he left. I freaked the
It's
fuck
either
out. That's
it's
crazy.
either Almeida it's either Almeida or Volkov for Tom, in my opinion.
Bro, I'm taking a picture of that. That's crazy.
Sick. Congrats, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you, dude. Did you see it? Like, do you guys, I don't know if you guys have the Instagram thing popped up. I
I
just
missed
I just
this.
sent a picture. I
No,
look
I
up
didn't see it.
and I just see Mahadino UFC joined.
Wow.
That's crazy. Are they still in commercial break? What's going on? There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, here we go. They're just skipping all the walkouts on this broadcast.
I don't like that. I need more walkouts. I think that's like the best part of the broadcast is just capturing the walkouts. I think I'm going Rose by decision for this fight.
Yeah, I've got Rose by decision.
I honestly think the welterweight division is the best division in the UFC right now.
You think?
Like, they have so many names currently.
Yeah, it's definitely better than it was a few years ago. I'd like to shout out Bantamweight for a top consideration.
Right. I used to think bantamweight was the best, but like Marab, like his striking's not that great. Not like, and I'm nitpicking here, by the way, but like Sean O'Malley kind of sucks. Like Peter Yan's good, but like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have a lot of up and coming guys too. Peyton Talbot, Malcolm Wellmaker.
I'm a flyweight enjoyer myself.
I am also
I
a
love Fly.
flyweight enjoyer. Flyweight is crazy right now. The best it's ever been.
I have a buddy who looks just like Joshua Van, and every time he wins, I text him and I'm like, "Bro, good win last night."
I love Joshua Van.
I like how this is definitely just Ben's one Asian friend.
No, dude. I live in New Jersey. There's a lot of Asian guys around here.
Now I just saw, I mean,
We
this
believe
guy
you.
left. This guy left, so I can say it now, but this guy, his name is Gabriel Miranda, 302 joined. I thought it was Gabriel Miranda. That would have been
From
so
Gabriel
funny.
Fly Miranda.
Gabriel
Is
Fly.
Gabriel Miranda the spinning elbow guy, or is that a different Brazilian?
No, he's a
Different
grappler.
Brazilian.
Different
That's
Brazilian.
Ricardo Ramos.
Yeah.
Ricardo Ramos. Yeah.
Miranda has like 21 wins and like 17 of them are by submission. I think he just got cut, unfortunately, but he's a nice
Oh
guy.
yeah. Wait. Did he
That
fight?
was real. He fought Benoit at 155.
Yeah.
Did he fight Sam
Yeah.
Patterson?
Fucked up size
No.
matches I've ever seen.
Who did Sam Patterson fight recently?
Yeah, Sam Patterson fought Danny Barlow,
Yeah.
Oh wait,
LF Moose.
no, I'm not thinking of any of those guys.
Who else did Patterson fight? Kiefer Crosby.
No, there was like a fight where it was like two tall guys, both grapplers.
With grapplers.
I don't remember.
Miranda's 17-8, and he has 16 wins by submission. But the catches he's been finished 4 times by knockout.
Ooh.
Oh
Average
yeah,
striking is actually looking pretty good here.
I'm thinking of Fernando Padilla and Sean Woodson
Sean
and
Woods.
That fight just added years on out of my life, or removed years from my life.
Woodson isn't even a grappler, so
No.
it's just a weight bully who used to be a fat guy.
I hate Sean Woodson.
I just hate weight bullies in general.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
Jalen, like Jalen Turner.
Oh, big right hand from Rose.
Rose looks pretty
See, I
solid.
don't care about being a weight bully or whatever. I just think he's boring.
It's like
I've
that
never
classic.
watched a Sean Woodson fight where he wasn't getting knocked out and gone, wow, this is entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm in agreement.
it's like that, it's like that classic phrase, like
Oh.
fight somebody your own size.
Right.
You know.
Dan Ige, the hero, the legend.
Oh yeah. Like
Dude,
he literally fought at heavyweight when he was a boxer. I mean, given he was fat, but he was literally a heavyweight. Now he fights at lightweight.
You know, because of that singular fight that Danny Gay had at 170 pounds against Diego Lopez, he's now playable as a welterweight.
Oh, is he actually?
I do all the time.
UFC 5.
Anytime I come across him, like when I'm playing welterweight online, I use him just for the meme. Him or Lopez.
Oh my god.
This has been probably the best fight on the main card, except for Barcelos,
Yeah.
Garbrandt. They're swinging.
I haven't even been paying attention.
Miranda's striking looks vastly improved from recent fights. She's still gotten cracked with a few straights from Rose, but
I like the combos.
she's had moments of her own.
Ugh.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Rose with a clinch.
What a takedown.
Whoa.
Nice high crotch.
Miranda up trying to get a
Good job
guillotine.
from Maverick to stay up. Oh.
Rose pulled a Donald Trump, grabbed her right by the pussy. All right, I'm gonna stop saying things that's gonna get you banned.
Yeah, it's a great first round so far. I'm a fan.
You know, I feel like Rose has this tendency in all her fights to like fight down to her competition.
No, she definitely does. She's very inconsistent like that.
It's really
I
annoying.
felt like she would look a lot
Cleaner.
Yeah. Thank you. Clearly, I'm too tired to articulate.
I feel like I like her at strawweight better too. I don't know like how the weight cut is for her, but I feel like she's better at 115.
Doug, you watching Stanley Cup?
I've watched a couple of the games. I didn't watch the game today.
Yeah.
I was watching the Argos game. If you know what that is,
Yeah.
CFL,
CFL.
Canadian football, baby.
Wow. I did not know that, but my high school mascot was the Argonaut.
Really?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it awesome, but yeah.
But yes, I've been watching, cheering for the Oilers so that a Canadian team can finally win a cup, and McDavid cannot
Yeah.
be cupless for his entire career. He doesn't deserve that.
I have a future on Edmonton too. What is it, 3-2 Florida right now in the series?
I believe Florida won today and went up 3-2, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Florida's a fucking stacked team.
are they?
Have you seen the
Yeah.
videos of that comedian doing the Alberta accent?
I haven't, no.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yo, 2-2's my Crody.
Oh.
It's funny because the Canadian accent, like, people used to just mock it by going A and being all nice, and then they realized that's, like, just the Maritimes, like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. And
Yeah.
people from Toronto talk like, oh god, Toronto has its own accent, and then you just described the Alberta, like, basically hockey guy accent.
Yeah, like here, look at this.
I'm an ogre. You know, grab your torch and pitchforks. Doesn't that bother you?
Nah, you're good, man.
Really?
Fucking right.
Oh,
Yo, you seem pretty solid, man. What's your name again?
Shrek.
Right on. Well, nice to meet you, buddy. And hey, I don't give a fuck that you're an ogre. I've actually tangoed with a couple ogres myself back in the day, man. I'll tell you, I was at the casino at GP, this absolute battle act.
I'm an
Rose
ogre.
with the takedown.
Grab your torch.
Is that a Canadian accent there?
That's funny. It's just how all the hockey players in Canada talk.
Mhm.
I like this from Rose. I think this is good on her to recognize that Maverick's a good wrestler, but when she's put on her back, she doesn't do so well. That's what happened against Jazz Devicious.
Also against Andrea Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Lee, longest active losing streak in women's history.
Fuck her, dude. Her husband's a Nazi.
Yeah, her husband sucks. This main card's putting me to sleep, not gonna lie. Miranda's trying to set something up. It's a triangle or an armbar
Oh man,
at the high guard.
the Benjamin just KO'd me like Adolfo Bellato.
This main event is our only hope.
I know.
Buck, Kamaru, please.
If Buckley wins, I really want to see Buck versus Cuck.
Buck first cock, I like that.
Cuck versus Buck.
I mean, I don't know if like Brady versus Gary's in the works or whatever, but Brady called him out. Ian said he would fight him.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
I'd rather
I mean,
see Ian versus Joaquin.
I just really hate the entitlement from Ian. Like again, like with these entitled guys, like
Yeah.
him, Gaethje, Yair, like fucking chill, dude. Just fight.
I think Gary's in a different position than Gaethje. Like my respect of Ian Gary has certainly grown over the years. Like,
I think Gary's just like trying for his title shot. He's like, yeah, I'm next. He's also not saying he called out Bilal. He's saying he'll fight
yeah,
Sean
he'll
Brady.
fight anybody, which I respect. Like,
Of course, he's gonna say like,
give me the title.
yeah, I want the title shot. I feel like throwing your hat in the ring is
Yeah.
just customary at this point.
Right.
It's when it crosses the line of Gaethje going like, yeah, I'm not fighting these guys for
Yeah,
fun
that's
unless
different.
you pay me a shitload or give me a title shot.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Rose going for the sub here. It doesn't
Oh,
look.
That looks
It
tight.
might be in deeper now.
She's got it.
I don't know if that's on the chin or what. Miranda looks.
Oh,
She's got it.
Oh,
Well, now it's under, but she lost the grip.
yeah.
Now Miranda takes her back.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
weird spot
You
right
get an arm
now.
triangle right here if she moves her leg.
Now Maverick switches
Yeah,
it, and
there we
she's
go.
going for the choke.
Move,
Oh my god.
move the leg, move the leg.
Yeah.
There we go. Go to the side more. Yeah, that's a very tight arm triangle. Looks like she's getting out of it though.
Oh wow!
Wow, good round. Very good round.
Really good round.
Ends with Maverick on top, raining down blows. So I wonder how the judges are going to see that.
It's all because
I'd
Rose
still give
went
that
for
round a rose, but wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
Maverick's good, man.
It's just because like none of these I just feel like women's MMA women's MMA is probably like in the same like in terms of its evolution, they're probably in the same era right now as like Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very, very
They still
outdated.
they still need like 10 more years for there to
Hmm.
be like some really legit prospects.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that'll happen eventually. It's just like the fact that Jasmine Jasdavicius is like looking like a top 10, potentially top 5 fighter in the best women's division,
Hmm.
like, and she just started fighting MMA, like that says something, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's really cool that it's possible, but like we need to wait a little longer
Yeah.
to get like, you know,
The sport of
a female
women,
jump.
the sport of women's wrestling is a sport that's like skyrocketing right now. Just the popularity of
Yeah.
it. Like I work in sports, and the school that I work for just added women's wrestling as a varsity sport.
Oh
And
wow.
apparently like we have some like very legit wrestlers. So hypothetically, if any of them decide they want to cross over to MMA when they're done, like
Right.
just the combination of like that sport on the rise and just all the talent that's coming out of that, if they want to collab over to MMA, like that's just another
Yeah.
way like they could breed new talent.
I remember the first girl that had a crush on me in high school was on the wrestling team, and she was the only girl.
Yeah.
And I was
Back in the
like,
day,
oh
it's like,
wow.
yeah, back in the day, it's like, oh, like you occasionally have one girl on the wrestling team of all guys, but now all these programs are having like their own separate like women's wrestling. So it's
Yeah.
definitely changing.
Have you guys seen Brock Lesnar's daughter?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she's like a national.
Chocolate champion.
National
Yeah, like
champion
she's
like at track and field. She should fight Frank Mir's daughter.
yeah, Bella.
Bella. Bella actually fights though.
She'll be a fighter. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at like the landscape of the women's divisions right now, it's just I mean, Kayla probably has one fight left. Valentina's definitely on her way out, and we haven't seen Wei Lee in a while. And there's just like no really nobody coming up in any of the divisions. Ooh,
Oh,
I think she hurt
Oh,
herself there. I don't know if that was a knockdown or I think she just like landed
that was
weirdly.
definitely a knockdown. She's hurt.
those hammer fists are
Yeah,
crazy.
I swear. Let me look at this replay.
Check hook.
It looked like she just like landed weird on her ankle. I've seen some people say that they would like to see Harrison versus Nunez like at like a catch weight of 140 or like even like 145. Would you guys want to see that or would you prefer it to be at 135? I mean, that's a tough weight
Honestly,
cut
I
for both.
would rather see them at their like the peak of their abilities. Like if that'll make Kayla perform better, then I want to see them at 45.
Yeah. Like,
You know?
I'd agree.
yeah. I mean, even with no belt attached to it, I would like to see it at 145. So I wonder what the UFC would do there. Who do you think takes that?
Kayla and Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Probably Amanda.
You think?
Kayla presents like almost zero finishing ability, and Amanda is a finisher. You know,
Yeah.
and she'll
Ooh.
definitely be like the
Good
heaviest.
reversal from Maverick.
Very nice
Another
exchange.
reversal. Maverick.
I love the grappling in this fight. I'm a hardcore grappling fan, so I enjoy this.
Take a shot every time Chase says he's a hardcore grappling fan.
You'll be hammered.
Just kidding.
I love
I'm the
grappling.
best. No, I like that.
Everybody hates grappling, but I respect it. Now,
No,
if
I
you're,
respect the people who watch like flow grappling. You
yeah.
know,
Now, if
I
you're,
like combat.
oh yeah. Now, if you're watching two people just lay on each other, just humping each other, that's different.
Yeah,
It's a great fight, though. Rose probably takes it,
good.
but definitely want to shout out Maverick. She fought really well.
Wow, striking numbers are close
Yeah.
for the first two rounds.
Yep. Apparently, Rose Namajunas is like a beekeeper. Did you guys know that?
Is she?
Yeah.
The
She was on.
beach. Wow.
Oh yeah, I was right. Look at her. Look at her limping. She like landed awkwardly on that ankle.
Uh,
I mean, she probably got knocked down, but I just saw like the way she landed looked weird. So she definitely hurt her leg.
yeah. Commentary said the same thing, that it
Okay.
looked like a leg injury.
Yeah. But yeah, I was watching the last time Maverick was on the Ariel Helwani show. She or not Maverick, Rose was on the Ariel Helwani show. She was just talking about like how she just has like hella bees and like makes honey.
Wow.
Her and Pat Barry just playing house.
Oh, Pat Barry.
I think we need Czech Congo to come back to the UFC. They should rematch.
Czech Congo saves the heavyweight division.
Yeah, we need a rematch.
I'm seeing few people on Twitter scoreless for Maverick.
Really?
I've seen multiple people. Liam picks fights, Magic MMA.
Broadster had a 30-27 Rose. Is it a split decision or unanimous? Let me know. Oh, Rose won.
I've got commentary in my ear. I will.
It was 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Magic
Yeah.
M MMA bets is going ballistic right now. It's main event time.
No, we'll be back.
MMA Theory is calling it a night. He's done. He's done with the card. Oh my god, that should be me too. Ooh, Jasta Vicious versus Nami Yunus. I like it. That's what Bronster tweeted. I like that matchup.
Who?
Aaron Bronster just tweeted he wants to see Jasta Vicious against Nami Yunus.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. I don't know what Rose is saying, but
I just feel like maybe a fight above her, above her in the rankings now.
yeah.
I don't know where Jasmine is, but
Jasmine is in the top 10. I just don't know where. She's actually Jasta Vicious is ranked number 6 and Rose is number
holy shit!
7, so maybe that fight makes sense.
Wow, Jazz Vicious getting up to 6 is
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
Andrade was number 6, and that was the easiest bet I've ever cashed in my life.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Andrade. She's pretty much done.
Yeah, she's definitely done. She's got 14 losses. It's
She
crazy.
fights in like every women's division
I
too.
know.
Dude, my cat looks gorgeous behind me right now.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
that's beautiful.
What a king. What's up, dude?
Oh, they're showing the Wellmaker KO on the TV for you.
Oh,
That was disgusting. Look at this.
you know, when they say on the button, that's on the
Yeah,
button right there.
that's an Alex Pereira hook right there. Face first.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind
what
of
kind?
feel bad for you because you missed the prelims and they were actually like amazing.
That's the good part. Yeah,
Yeah, the main card has just been terrible.
I feel like that's been the case recently, where the main card has been better, or the prelims
Yeah,
have been better than the main.
I have a bold take, but I feel like a lot of people would agree with me. I don't think that International Fight Week is a good card.
Who's on that card again?
I'll read you the matchups. It's Taporia Oliveira, Pantoja Car-France. Obviously, great fights. Those two are great. But then
Yeah,
it's Royval versus Josh Van. I mean, that's a good fight, but like to have that as your featured bout, like you could do a lot better than that.
I fuck with that matchup. To be honest with you, though.
As a featured, as a featured bout,
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe that's not like good enough. Well,
it could be on the
if you
main
think about it,
card. It's a main card caliber fight, but like as a
yeah.
featured bout on an International Fight Week card,
I mean, if you think about it, though, dude, like name a boring Brandon Royval fight. Like
right?
all of them are fun. So like
Wait,
it's going to be a good fight, and that's what you want for the opening fight of a main card. And Royval is the number one contender. Like
yeah,
Van might be pretty
I'm
low ranked, but
yeah, I'm heavily rooting for
Royval is.
Van. But the rest of the card, let me find it. ESPN was like bugging because it only had 8 fights on this card, which I know is not true. Um, where's it? There we go. Yeah, Royval, Van, Paulo Costa, and Roman Kopylov. That's a fun fight.
That's fun, but that's like a
Yeah,
prelim.
it should be a prelim
Um,
fight.
yeah, for a card like International Fight Week.
Yeah, Doug, I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, I wasn't looking at the screen, but I said that I don't think International Fight Week, like, I don't think the card is all that great.
What's the card? It's got
Taporia, Oliveira, Pantoja, Car France. Obviously, two great title fights. I don't know when you joined. I wasn't looking, but I said that Royval and Van. I don't think is a feature. I don't think it should be the featured bout. It's not that good, in
Where do
my
you think it
opinion.
should be?
On the main card or the prelim headliner, because that third slot is typically for like a high
I'm
profile
fine with it.
featured
I think
featured bout.
Van's a budding star. Like you're putting him
Yeah,
in position to make a real name for himself. It's like it's a number one contender fight. If Van wins, he's getting a title shot
yeah.
Yeah.
because there's nobody else.
Hmm.
So I'm fine with them putting that right before the number one contender fight. And then Paulo Costa versus Kopolov.
That's a good fight.
Sure, the name value isn't great on the Kopolov side, but it's two strikers. When Costa shows up, he puts on a show, and he's
Hmm.
headlined a pay-per-view before from
Yeah,
like a
Yeah.
name value perspective.
and then it's
I
Dariush
think
and
sure it's
Marcano.
not the deepest card. It's not like if you're looking at International Fight Week, you think like card of the year.
Yeah, that's what I
Sometimes
always.
they're like
That's the
all this.
expectation.
I think they've set a lot of that standard, but I don't think it's a like even a weak pay per view. And I think those two title fights can carry a lot for a weak card.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
if you look at the bottom three, sure those are like a weaker bottom three,
I think that's what I
but I
mean.
think you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to stack. In my opinion, when you have Charles Oliveira versus Ilya Taporia in the headliner,
Right.
and then Pantoja versus Kaikar France is,
I love
I
Pantoja.
mean,
I'll watch
you
any
know,
Pantoja fight.
yeah, it always feels like a small pay per view when Pantoja headlines, but he's headlined two pay per views, and both of them were
Yeah.
good pay per views. Like I had no complaints about the him versus Ursag card. I have no complaints about the him versus Asakura card.
Yeah.
So
And I was saying,
him being the comment and Car France is always entertaining as fuck too. He has how many first round knockouts?
yeah.
He
So
knocked out Cody
those
Garbrandt.
two can. Yeah, it's not the deepest card for sure. I agree with that.
I think I just
But
mean like
I
for
mean,
for an
those two
international
fights
fight week
can carry a
standard.
load.
The prelims are great though, by the way. I do like the prelims.
I mean, to be fair, last year's International Fight Week, we were looking at a short notice rematch of Pereira Prohaska, which sure, that's awesome matchup.
Yeah.
And then Ortega versus
Lopez.
Lopez, which didn't even end up happening.
Right.
It ended up being Ige versus
Yeah.
Lopez. So I think when you compare it to the last year's, if it holds together like it looks right now, give me this year's.
That's true.
Ortega versus Lopez did happen.
At Noche UFC, it didn't
It
happen
did
at
happen.
International
It didn't happen at
Fight Week.
Oh,
International Fight Week. That was when Ortega pulled out on fight day and Ige
Yeah.
filled
yeah.
in.
But real quick, the prelims look good though. Like Talbot, Lima, Hermanson, Rodriguez, Price, Smith, Denise, Hines, Borshev, McKinney, Arujo,
They
Cortez,
got a
and
couple.
Emil
Jacoby
Delgado.
Smith, unfortunately, they're sacrificing Nico Price,
Oh,
but
that would be
putting
a
Jacoby Smith on
slaughter.
that card is
Huge.
smart.
Yeah, it's huge.
Put Jacoby Smith. They're strapping a rocket ship to his back. Let him
Yeah.
smoke Nico Price, make a name for himself on this pay per view,
Yeah.
and give him a big fight.
Yeah.
Like
They're doing that
one
with
more,
Talbot
you can
too.
give him a close to a rankings veteran, and then shoot him up.
Yep. Poor Nico Price too. That's a slaughter.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that's a brutal matchup for
I'm
Nico
not gonna lie.
Price.
I didn't remember that Jacoby Smith guy until I looked him up just now.
He's phenomenal.
He's got
I saw him on Contender Series, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Yeah, like this guy's
a good
good.
record.
He's undefeated, right?
Yeah, Bricks for Hands,
Bricks for
Oklahoma State
Wrestler.
D1 wrestling that translates well.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's crazy good. Hyder Emil's the first fight of the night. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm happy with that card, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. It's a great card. I don't know, just I think like the main card bouts, like they don't blow me away as they usually have.
The Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov one, absolutely. Like that's
Yeah,
like I don't know. Like that fight. Like just gives me. I just have a feeling that that's going to be an underwhelming fight.
yeah. And I'm also
But
I'm not a big Royval guy, just personally. I don't know. I don't really have a reason why. I just was never
mm,
like a big fan of his. But so like
I've
having him on the
I've
main
really
card, but like I love Joshua Van though. So like I'll be
yeah
watching that for sure.
I've really enjoyed watching Brandon Royval's career. I'm not gonna lie. Like I find every one of his fights to be entertaining, and
Hmm.
he's got really good stand up and really good grappling. You know,
Yeah,
like he's just a little bit chinny. Like that's really his only weakness. And
right.
um, I don't know. Like that Tyra fight, like mostly grappling exchanges, right? But
Hmm.
like super
Royval plus
entertaining.
200.
Yeah. He was super like that was such an entertaining fight. Like even the grappling exchanges.
Yeah, Tyra's booked against Albazi now. Oh, look at Francis, bro.
Yeah.
Francis there.
Yeah. Running away from his um, crimes.
Out of Jones, Aspinall, Jones and Ganu, and Aspinall and Ganu, which fight would you guys want to see the most? I feel like there's probably one of two answers, but
Is that a serious question?
uh, we're just sparking debate. We're
I
just
mean, it's Jones Aspinall.
yeah. You wouldn't
For
want to
me, it's
see
Jones Aspinall
yeah, you wouldn't want to see a
because
Ganu back.
for me it's Jones Aspinall because of how much we've been waiting for it.
Yeah.
But selfishly, I would love to see Ngannou Aspinall because like fuck John
Oh my
Jones.
God.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I just want to like forget erase
Well,
his
John's
existence.
retired. He's just keeping the belt so he can fuck with Tom Aspinall's legacy.
Yeah. That pisses
Because
me off.
realistically, he's already,
He's
just
retiring.
by not announcing his retirement in November, he's
Hmm.
probably given Tom Aspinall, that's like 2 in prime title defenses at least.
Yeah.
Because
I
think,
mean,
they could have booked him like January or February if they had known.
yeah,
And then he probably could have done another summer date
right.
at worst. And this is a guy who's destroyed everyone without taking any damage except for an injury loss
Right.
in like a round or around in a little bit with Arlovsky. Like the idea that he couldn't defend his belt really frequently and rack up a legacy.
Yeah. It's like
The
makes me so mad to like have to be a witness to this. Like,
I feel like the UFC doesn't even mind right now because like the heavyweight division is so shallow right now. So like what would like say Jones like retired after the Stipe fight and like Tom Aspinall became the champ or whatever. Like who would he fight? Like Volkov a second time? Okay, whatever. Uh, Almeida is an entertaining fight because we haven't seen that before. But like
mhm,
other than that, like what are we
I
like?
think both Cyril Gahn and Jailton Almeida add to his legacy right now.
they do.
And then you can work to build other contenders. Like right now, they've had not only Aspinall on the bench, but they've also had Cyril Gahn on the bench because
Yeah,
maybe he's fighting Aspinall. You don't know.
Right.
right.
Volkov's been on the bench. I guess maybe he's fighting Almeida in the fall. I don't know what's happening
Nothing's
there.
happened
It'd
with
be
that
great if Almeida
division.
was still here so we could ask him.
I'm
But
just
like
saying. I'm
the
just
whole
saying.
thing is stalled.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to see like Tom Aspinall fight Waldo Ocasio Cortez for the belt. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That's just not it for me.
But on the
It might not
contrary,
be the most entertaining thing, but I think Aspinall deserves to have the opportunity to
yeah,
defend his belt to
exactly.
build his
Totally,
own legacy.
totally.
This is the UFC's like
Or
staple
sorry,
division.
it's not even. I'm saying I didn't even mean to say defend his belt. It's not even his belt yet. He deserves the opportunity to become the undisputed champion.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous that he's been the interim champion so
Yeah.
long that in my mind I just promoted him at some
Yeah.
point.
But
I swear I didn't even mean to say just defend.
this is like the UFC's like staple division though. Like this is a division with a long storied history, and it's your
Yeah.
job to constantly have title fights that, you know, even if it's once a year, twice a year, whatever. Like I know how different it is at heavyweight, but it's just so frustrating to me, like that John Jones is just single-handedly wasting his prime, right? And especially at heavyweight, it's a lot shorter. You only have a couple years at the top, and Jones is completely wasting his prime. I saw something
I'm so
from
pumped.
I saw something from Volkanovski the other day. He said that Being a champion is like a very big responsibility, and he couldn't be more accurate. And for all the years that John Jones has been in the UFC, all the title defenses that he's had, like he still does not understand. Like he can't comprehend the responsibility of being a champion. That's the only place where he's
Yeah.
messed up. It's just so
Well, not the
frustrating.
only. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just so frustrating to me. Like I feel terrible for Tom. I hope this shit can just get resolved.
I'm just like, what does he have on the UFC that like they're just
Literally,
doing? And the John Jones is the goat shit.
it's ridiculous.
Like, come on.
Jones has actually
Like,
lost
why?
followers since his last fight.
Why is this the sword that Dana White wants to like die on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't call John Jones the greatest of all time. Oh, are they gonna kiss?
Whoa, whoa! I love that energy.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. I'm hyped right now.
Thought they were gonna kiss for a
I'm so
second.
I'm so pumped for Buckley's opportunity here. Like
This is huge
he
for him.
like he's gone from being like a fighter I kind of
Yeah,
hated to like a fighter who I'm really rooting for. Like I really want to, you know,
I want him to win
advance.
here too. This is huge for him. A fight in his home state, home city.
No, no, no. He's from St. Louis,
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, my bad.
but he fought in St. Louis
That's why
last
he
fight.
got the
Yeah,
Ruzaboyev fight there.
yeah, you're right. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, is that when he called out McGregor?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he did. We're also just not sure where Usman is at in this stage of his career too. Like two losses to Leon,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you know the story is bad knees, so this fight will be
So
very telling.
Buckley was just on Demetrius Johnson's podcast. He did an interview with his coach, and apparently his coach is like his buddy, and like he doesn't train with Murcielago MMA anymore. Like he just trains with like his buddy in like a small team.
Yeah.
Uh, so like it's pretty cool. They like have this homegrown thing going on.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Usman already has a
Damn.
takedown. I like how he was trying to drag him out away from the fence. Let's see if Buckley can get up. 4 minutes to work.
Yeah, that's
Troubling.
a bad look for Buckley, honestly, getting taken down like that early.
Yeah.
Much better start than he got off to against Hamzat.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna zap his energy. Yeah.
Duffy Sim MMA just tweeted, I'm literally just watching Usman's knees to see how bad they are. We're all on Usman knee watch.
See, no, Usman said something this week that I thought like, yeah, that's it. He's had bad knees his whole career.
Yeah, he has.
We saw him come out of title defenses walking out of the cage backwards.
Yeah. Do you see
Like,
how he walked out of the
guys had
bus
fucked up
today?
knees his whole career. I don't know. Like, sure yeah.
Did you
Like,
see
sure
him?
they're obviously bad. They're obviously a concern, but I don't get why now they're so much more of a concern than they were before.
I know. Did you see him walk out of like the bus when he got to the arena? He took it like one step at a time. He was like an old person.
Stairs suck for people with
Yeah.
bad knees.
Stairs are terrible. Wow. I mean, if this is the fight right here, like, just who's been taking him down, holding him here, definitely not a good look. What's up, Fight Wave? Good timing. Yeah, it's been 4 minutes
Damn.
of Buckley on his back here.
If he keeps him here, is it a 10-8?
I don't know if it's
No.
no, definitely not a 10-8. It's all just been control, no damage done.
It's even Sal D'Amato got to score this at 10-9 for Usman.
Yeah.
And I say Sal D'Amato, I don't know. Maybe he has. Buckley, I don't
Cecil
know. You never know
Peters.
which side he's going to be on. It's 50-50.
Yeah, Cecil Peters would score this for Buckley because he did more boxing.
All those, yeah, when they bring over boxing guys. See, that's the one thing. I saw you guys start talking about the BJJ right as I left. Oh, I think Buckley got cut open there.
I
Sorry.
love
But
it.
one thing I don't like, they
Yeah,
gotta
he's
they
good.
gotta come up with a new scoring system. You can't use the 10-9 must system that was
Yeah.
created for boxing for jujitsu.
Ooh.
It
Oh, yeah.
just doesn't. I don't know.
Wait,
I would have liked to see them come up with another.
they're doing that? That's dumb.
It's
Yeah,
it's a scoring that came from boxing.
People are literally
yeah.
complaining about it with MMA.
Yeah. But what
Let
would you
alone
change it to is the question. Like,
I
how would you score the fight?
I see. I don't have the answer to that right now. I haven't really sat down,
Yeah.
thought about all the options. But if you're starting a new promotion and you want viewership and you want to progress the sport,
Mhm.
that would have been one of the first things I thought of.
Right.
Is like, all right, what are we doing? And I think it's lazy to just go with 10-9 must.
Right.
Like,
Buckley's cut
I
open
think,
pretty badly here. That was a rough round for him. Yeah, I mean, he could go old school, like Joe Rogan belief. Like he wants the fights to be scored as a whole, but he also wants some other crazy stuff, like at the end of the round. Ooh, that cuts in a very bad spot.
well, here's the
Right,
other
right on the
thing
eye.
is like in jujitsu, it's so different. Like a guy's happy to play guard from bottom.
Yeah,
If a guy's sitting in full guard for a whole round, hunting submissions from the bottom, and the guy on top is staying safe,
yeah,
that's very different in jujitsu than it is in MMA. Who are the judges? How are they going to judge that? How do you judge that?
right,
Like you could make arguments for both guys. You can make arguments that the guy on the bottom is being more offensive. You could make arguments that the guy on top is in control. You could make arguments, does top position even matter? It just becomes a little. I don't know how. I think I'd like to see things like that clarified pretty quickly.
yeah.
That's my one concern with it.
Rogan also wants each round to start up where the fight left off. So hypothetically, in this fight, they'd still be on the ground in round two. That's how they would open up.
Yeah, Rogan thinks
Rogan,
a lot of things.
I love Rogan, but yeah, he does think a lot of crazy stuff. It's just never how the UFC has worked. I'd love to see Usman just shoot again. Why not? Right? Worked well
Come
in the
on,
first
Buck.
round.
Let's go, Buck.
Oh, that's a nice
Oh,
uppercut.
Yeah, he's waiting for these Buckley explosions inside.
has anyone ever tried to oblique kick him?
Usman, it would certainly work.
Yeah, I
I'd be
feel like that's
scared.
like
I'd be scared throwing that kick. Not just for my opponent, but like for me personally, just doing that to somebody.
it is a little bit, you know.
I would feel so bad if we just had like a Modestus Bukauskas incident happen.
Yeah.
That's why I could never be a fighter.
Yeah, I could never be a fighter either. I'd feel bad
Yeah.
destroying everybody, you know. Just kidding. I'd probably get destroyed.
I don't have the Hamzat Chimaev mindset of just, yeah, I want to kill everybody in front of me.
Kill everybody.
Oh,
Crazy
perfect
takedown.
timing on that shot from Usman.
Buckley
We
was
got
like
to send
looking at
this guy to Doug.
Yeah, Buckley was like looking at the clock or like looking at the corner. I don't know what was going on there. He just like looked away for a second.
That was fantastic timing on that shot. I can't get
Yeah.
over that. Wow.
Buckley's running out of answers. He's looking at his corner.
Yep.
Tell me what to do. Yeah. Gotta sit up.
Just crazy, crazy loss of control here.
Yeah. Should have remembered that Buckley lost to Kevin Holland
He got knocked
when I
out.
made the bets for this fight.
If Buckley loses, do they say fuck it and do Buckley versus Kevin Holland too?
Oh,
I'd be down.
At welterweight?
welterweight.
I would be so down. I feel like Buckley is solely responsible for the reason that Kevin Holland is like caring about his career again.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
He saw Buckley start winning and thought, hell no, my son can't pass me.
yeah, literally.
Man, Buckley's tour of the retirement home finally getting halted. I can't lie, I was like really upset realizing that Buckley was like gonna reach top 5 or could reach top 5 based off beating Old Man Wonderboy, Old
Yeah.
Man Colby, and Old Man Kamaru.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. A lot of these fighters have had just let's take advantage of the older guys and make our way to the top. So many
Like,
fighters have
I'm
had
all
that.
for the new blood coming in, but
That's how
like,
they do it
what are
nowadays.
we doing?
Yeah, just
I mean, in all
feeding the
fairness,
old
Some of
people.
the young guys.
that literally is how Colby got into the top 5. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying Colby ever.
Deserved it.
Yeah, I don't know that Colby should have gotten the top 5 that way.
Right.
100%.
And by no, I mean he shouldn't have.
I mean, Colby did a really good job of making people hate him. Because I do, you know.
At least the version of RDA he beat was all right.
Hmm.
RDA at 170 is just not the move, you know.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that could have used a 165 class.
Yeah, tweener.
Actually,
Oh, they're
he did
going
good
at
at
it.
155. There was no reason
Hey.
he couldn't stay there. It just kind of the division
He was
didn't
champ.
work for him because Habib became the champ,
Yeah.
and he already lost there.
You could argue a 10-8 in this round, maybe. Or regardless, two very dominant 10-9s from Usman. Buckley just looks very lost in there. He doesn't know what to do when he gets taken down. That cut's in a very bad spot too. Weaken.
Yeah, that cut's bugging him too. He's telling him, he's talking to the cut man about it, saying, "Don't poke it. That's a bad sign."
Yeah,
Normally, fighters just let the cut man work, but
right.
the fact that he's acknowledging what's happening is he's thinking about that cut.
Yeah. I already got the Usman by decision graphic saved on Photoshop, so we'll get a head start if it gets there.
Gotta go balls to the wall now, Buck.
Worst case, I have to go into Photoshop and edit the graphic.
The graphics on these millions thumbnails are really good.
Yeah, I don't make them, but they're pretty cool.
Oh, really?
No, I get those sent to me. They are pretty cool.
This is a really bad time to realize I forgot to tweet the link to the stream.
No, I did the same thing. I forgot to send out the link. But I mean, I'm
Oops.
live on Instagram so people can see, but usually I put up like a story or that has the millions link, or I put the link in my bio, but I forgot to do that. That's all right. We've had a lot of people flock in and out, so it's been good.
Can Buckley pull off Leon Edwards 2.0.
Yeah, we'll see.
Headshot dead?
Headshot
Question
dead.
mark? Ooh. I mean, it's basically been going the same way as that fight.
Yeah.
Leon won the first round of that fight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
It is a weird cliff note because then he lost the next 3 pretty clearly and was about to lose the next 4.
Leon
He
Edwards,
took him
most
down.
overrated fighter in the UFC. Yes, I said it.
I feel like no one rates him anymore.
No, nobody
Yeah.
cares. He wasn't that good.
I think him versus Ian Gary would be a great fight. I mean, I've said that about so many people against Ian Gary.
No, but that's the fight I
But
want too. Ooh,
they have very similar
Oh,
skill sets.
yeah, very similar styles. Gary would probably wrestle him, but it's a fight I'd want
Gary
to
is
see.
more has more output,
Yeah,
and Edwards is more measured, but they both love to chain strike.
for sure.
oh,
Ooh, I like how Buckley's
big
just like
shots there
evading these
from Buck.
shots. Buckley's got the clear advantage on the
And
feet,
now
but he just can't
for the
do anything with
takedown.
the wrestling.
Oh, come on, dude. Come
Start
on, Bob.
So
punching when
frustrating.
Kamaru Usman gets in your leg. You got to clear
Yeah.
that.
He's gotta spread his legs. No Diddy.
I mean, Buckley's having his moments on the feet, but just he can't handle the takedown pressure. Cuts leaking again.
He's gotta widen his base when
Yeah.
he's taking him down, you know, like
Did he not drill takedowns in training camp?
literally.
Usman's doing the Habib tactic there, grabbing the legs.
God, Usman is such a fucking boring fighter, dude.
I mean, at least he's doing stuff on the ground though that I can enjoy. Ground and pound is crazy. It's kind of crazy. He only has 3 takedowns too, averaging 3 minutes of control time.
Man.
Domination.
Yeah, Buckley's being taken down more than Mina Drama.
Taylor Harrison was ragdolling her in their video.
Dude, have you seen that Kayla Harrison Impractical Jokers bit?
I love that. That was so funny.
Oh, I know her from college.
I know from college. Kayla. Jeez. This ground pound is brutal. 3-0 Usman going into round 4. No ifs, ands, or buts. Unless your name is Cecil Peoples. He would definitely score that round for Buckley because Buckley had the better moments on the feet.
Both of these guys are so ripped.
Yeah, 2 of the most jacked welterweights on the roster.
They're so jacked. These two dudes have bigger titties than half the women's roster.
Did Doug leave?
Yeah, I think he left by accident or something.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he just doesn't like titties.
No. Maybe he doesn't like the stream.
Man, I don't think your girlfriend's gonna want to introduce me to her friends anymore.
She went to bed. Oh, head kick. I'm waiting for him to join back up.
Oh my god, he's going for it.
Yeah, as long as his fight stays out on the feed, it gets pretty interesting.
Yeah. He's got to go for the finish now.
Yeah. Down 3 rounds, have to.
What is this karate stance he's going with right now?
Oh. He did the Sean O'Malley no look and then cross.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that Kamaru's been flatlined Jorge Masvidal
Mm-hmm. The way in that
in that
fashion
fashion
too.
too. But the water just like spitting like from his face. He hit him so
Mm-hmm.
hard.
Yeah. Money shot.
Oh,
If Usman didn't have that moment, I would not respect his championship reign at all.
yeah. No,
Like
signature moment.
every other fight he had was so boring.
Yeah. And the first Covington fight
With
was
the
fun.
Yeah, that's true. With the foot stomps,
Oh, yeah. Foot stomps are too
like
much.
Jesus.
Buckley's got to do something. Hasn't had a big moment throughout the fight here.
Come on, walk.
Nice cross.
Such a random name for a guy who's not Hispanic, Joaquin.
Joaquin, yeah. Another takedown shot for. Need to see some defense. Joaquin Buckley is pulling a Kevin Holland here and just chatting it up with Usman.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't
I
have
don't know. I don't know
I
what
don't
he's
have sound
saying.
on.
I don't know what he's saying, but I hear his mouth moving.
Stop being a bitch. Stand up with me.
Yeah, Doug disappeared. I don't know where he went.
Yo, Kamaru, what's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I've never had a garbanzo bean on my chest.
Looks like another round for Usman here.
Oh, so stupid.
Doug lagged out. Yes, I still can see the
Hmm.
fights in the Discord. We were wondering where you were. Where's he at? Domination. So 4 rounds to 0. No, Doug, you noticed that you left. Now you have to come back. I'll invite you back in. If you need a link, let me know, but it should just be the same one.
What's he saying to him?
Oh, Doug?
No, the his
Oh, I
corner.
don't have audio. I don't know. Usually that's where Doug would chime
You
in.
gotta, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I hope he's back.
There we go.
What's the corner saying to Buckley or Usman? Curious to.
I couldn't hear. I was
Oh,
trying to get back in the stream.
You gotta go, Aljo.
you gotta go, Aljo.
Just told him, hey, remember that Leon Edwards fight?
Yeah,
Don't do
do that.
that.
Don't let him bully you, son.
Letting them bully your son. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
They're banging.
Buckley's got to go for broke in this 5th round because he is down on
One
the scorecards.
one thing I really like about Buckley is that like he's very like aware of like where how the fight is going. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, he knows he's down right
Mm-hmm.
now. Knows he's got to end the fight.
Like I remember in that Abdul Razak Al Hassan fight, like he fought that fight so smart
Hmm.
after it didn't go like his way at the beginning, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then afterwards, Razak went on in the post-fight press conference went off on him. He was like, "Buckley's a bitch. Buckley's a bitch. I want to fight him again. Buckley's a bitch."
Yeah. Kevin Holland, them darn wrestlers.
That was a good defense, or good
Yeah,
takedown defense from Buckley there.
great stuff. I wonder if Usman's like.
Another one.
I wonder if Usman in the back of his mind's like, oh crap, it's the 5th round. I have bad flashbacks.
Yeah.
Because I know the broadcast team was just talking about that the entire time during the second and
Yeah,
third Leon fights.
you know they're talking about it now too.
Yeah.
Kamaru's cruising right now, but we can't forget about what happened before.
Yep. Oh man. I need another bathroom break, but I'm scared to miss this. I might just send it. I'll
Where
be
was
back.
this takedown defense the last half hour? What the fuck happened? This man developed takedown defense across the course of a fight. This is actually insane.
If he could have stuffed those takedowns before, like his in your face style is so well catered to knocking out Usman. Ooh, he just ran into a jab.
Oof.
You gotta go, Buckster. Heavy knee in the face.
I'm back. How's this 5th round bed for Buckley?
He's been
Way better than every other round. Oh,
yeah,
Really?
he's been keeping it on the feet. Yeah.
Yeah, Usman should win this 49-46, though. Just wrestled his way to victory, honestly. But Buckley's
Dude,
trying.
Buckley literally needs to just bum rush him right now.
Yeah, that's his best chance. And Usman gets cracked at
Oh,
the end, but he survives. Good end to that fight.
only in MMA can you fucking crack someone in the jaw and then give them a hug when the time runs out 2 seconds
I
later.
know.
Man, respect to Usman for helping me avoid using what's it called, sleep medicine tonight. Like I can just go to sleep without anything. I fucked that up. That would have been funny if I said it correctly. And now Usman's gonna call for a title shot. I'll
Yep.
offer one win.
Give me Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah. What I really want is him versus Bilal.
Yeah, I think Bilal's next for him for sure.
They got bad blood. I want to see that clip from their podcast really bad.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. They had some like beef or something.
Apparently, yeah. So apparently, Bilal and Usman. Bilal went on their podcast, Usman and Cejudo, and they got into a fight in the middle
Yeah.
of the podcast.
There we go. Very good win for Usman. I definitely want to see him and Bilal next.
Damn, he's emotional.
Yeah. Doug, let me know if he's saying anything cool. Thoughts on the card?
hasn't said anything yet.
No. Overall thoughts on the card? Thought the prelims were definitely better.
Yeah, it's very disappointing main card. Did we have the only finish on the main card was Mansour Abdul Malik, which was
Yeah.
a technical decision.
Yeah. We saw Hidalgo Balada
Yeah,
go
that
unconscious, so that was cool.
wow.